Welcome to day number 4 here in Fuerteventura for the PWA World Cup. And it's been a bit of a slow start to the day, but the wind is finally filling in. And it looks like we're going to go into some live competition, finish up the double elimination from where we finished off yesterday. Did you see what happened yesterday? If not, I'll tell you what, let's have a look at the highlights from yesterday. A quick recap before we kick off. Welcome to day 3 here in Fuerteventura for the PWA World Cup. A little bit of a slower start today, but when the wind filled in, we were treated to some of the best freestyle in the world. Yes, the double elimination kicked off in full force. So much to talk about, so many upsets, so many runs. It was absolutely crazy. But we got to talk about the old guard. Kiri Toda definitely impressed today. Golito Esteve, the 9 times freestyle world champion, was on fire in the early rounds, and we thought maybe he could go all the way, but he was stopped in the dying seconds of the heat against an on fire Antoine Albert. Further up the ladder, Muller was just on fire today. The cheesy bonker was coming out and he was just having the most fun out of everyone. Why was he having so much fun? Well, he was beating everyone, took down Nicholas Agajan and then took down Jacopo Testa. That was probably the biggest result of today. And now he's got a match up with Joop Smit in the battle for 5th place.
Eva just told me, take it easy. You don't have to win. If you want to, you can, and you can mainly just go out there and have fun, and that's what it's all about, having a great time. And yeah, sharing the passion for this sport with all you guys, with all the athletes.
Smit obviously was on fire today, taking down Steven van Broekhoven and an on fire Anthony Runes, who had already caused a pretty big upset against Amado Vreeswijk. On the women's side, Lena Schmid and Elena Dominick were the girls on form today, winning their first ever PWA heats, and they had a great matchup in the last one, with Dominick advancing, going against Micah Hovman in the battle for 4th place. So there we go, both doubles are in their final stages, but you will have to come back tomorrow to find out who will battle to go against the podium places. Who is going to win Fuerteventura 2024? Join us tomorrow, day number 4, for more freestyle action. Yeah, so there you go. That was the recap from yesterday. I mean, it was such a big day. So many heats went down to the final move, or the final 30 seconds. It was pretty insane watching, actually, especially with a couple of the old guard coming back through. Obviously, Golito Esteve, Amado Vreeswijk. I'm going to say the old guard. I'm not talking in terms of age. I'm talking in previous champions who have maybe stepped off the freestyle tour in the last few years. So, Kiri Toda, Steve Van Broekhoven never went away, and he's always a threat. So it was just some really big heats yesterday, and it was great to watch. But only a couple of riders could survive, and that's 2 of them there. Joop Smit and Muller. These are the guys that stopped any of those challengers coming through, and they are going against each other in the next round today. So that will probably be the first heat of the day. I actually caught up with a few of the challengers because obviously we've got the double elimination all in the final stages. We've got 6 men still in it and 5 women. And it's basically any one of them could still win this competition in this double elimination format. So I think maybe what we'll do is we'll go and have a look at that video before we kick off the live action, see what they had to say this morning, see who's ready, who's pumped up. And yeah, let's go and take a look at that.
Are you going to win?
Yes.
Welcome to day 4 here in Fuerteventura for the PWA World Cup. Yes, we're still on for freestyle and we have not finished the double elimination. We've got 5 women left in the draw and 6 men. In the women, Elena Dominick fought her way back through the double elimination, but next up she's got Micah Hovman. Above Micah Hovman, we have got Lisa Kloster sitting in 3rd place, Oda in 2nd, and Sarah Keita sitting at the top of the tree. So the podiums are not finished yet. That fight will happen today. In the men, we've got a big first heat. We've got Smith going against Muller. This is the big one. Whoever wins that will get to go against Sam Esteve. Then we've got Yentel Kerr sitting in 3rd. In 2nd place, we have Leonard Neubauer, who is on fire at the moment. Could he, though, go on and beat the winner of the single elimination, Adrian Bosson? It's an exciting day. The conditions, as you can see behind me, is building up right now. Who will take the podium? Who will win Fuerteventura 2024? Let's go find out.
Excited to go out there and have a great time.
I mean, nerve-wracking, that's the only word, I guess. And a little bit stressful, but also exciting.
I know I can come back. It's gonna be a hard one, but I've done it before, so looking forward.
And just really enjoy having fun because I love the single elimination. I want to have that feeling also in the double.
So my plan is to keep my 2nd place, first of all, against whoever is going to come up against me. And then I'm going to try and challenge Adrian Bosson for 1st. But then I got to beat him twice, but I think it's possible.
I'm feeling good. I'm super happy that I was able to improve from heat to heat. Super happy.
Super excited. I'm going to try my best. And yeah, got some nice heats coming up, I think.
Yep, so there you go. We are ready and waiting. The wind has filled in. It's a little bit light on the inside still, but those are the 2 guys that have got the first matchup. Muller, Mr. Freestyle himself, going against Smith, the king of claim. And he has definitely got one of the best claims in the business. And the reason he claims a lot is because he lands a lot. But look at the average heat scores for both of these riders. 30.6 apiece. They couldn't get a better matchup. Both finishing 9th on the tour last year. Really good to see. The heat win percentage, 55% to 56. This is such a good matchup. A difference in styles. Do we have any footage of these guys? If we do, we should definitely be watching it right now. Okay, so we are going to do a quick ad break before we kick things off. So, yeah, let's see what these guys have to offer and the guys that are supporting this live stream.
Welcome to Sotavento. It's the ultimate water sports playground with loads of space for everybody. Fantastic conditions and all year-round warm temperatures make Sotavento a paradise for windsurfing, kiteboarding, and wing foiling. The up-to-date rental equipment of the highest quality is constantly updated. Our professional courses will help you improve your style and riding technique. And with the hotels nearby, it's only a few meters from the bed to the board. Come and enjoy our water sports paradise.
Done being the side.
Okay, so here we go. We will be going pretty well soon into action. Let's wait and see. I haven't had the official confirmation of the timing yet, but we are pretty close. The boys have been out there having a little warm up. You can see the tide is out at the moment, which is actually better for the freestyle competition. I've got my co-commentator in the house, old Chrysolopoulos.
Still not get it?
No, go on. Say it again.
So it's Manuel Chrysopoulos.
See? Chrysopoulos. I'm only winding
Nice
him
to
up.
be here
All
again
the Greek
with you.
boys.
Then
Come on, give me a rundown. We just had a look at these boys. Looks like it's a pretty close matchup. Who's your money on?
Average. It's hard to say. Yeah, look, the average hit score, it's exactly the same. And they were both 9th on 2023. Okay. I think as a competitor, Joop is like... he looks really much more concentrated, but Bulls is having a lot of fun on the water, so it's hard to say.
Yeah.
I would put my money on Bulls, though.
Oh,
I have this feeling. I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Like, who do you
Let's
think
see.
shines in the lighter winds? I mean, it's still windy out there. This is Fuerteventura, and when we talk about lighter winds, they're probably all still on 4.4s, are they, or something?
Yeah, I think Bulls for sure is on 4.4, but Joop is used to big sails, actually from Bonaire.
Yeah.
So if it's light wind, he will have a big advantage for sure.
Okay, sorry, I do have a slight issue with my internet, so I'm just figuring that out as we get ready.
Here
to
we
go
see
into this.
Adrien Bosson, the tour leader for now. Yeah, he won the single elimination.
Okay, yeah, Adrien Bosson. I mean, he is leading this world title race at the moment.
So far, yeah.
There's probably, 2 events this year, Silt and here?
Yes, Silt and here.
And Silt is definitely not guaranteed. We know what Germany can be like. There's no guarantees. So whatever you do here is massive.
Like it's big advantage. Yeah. If you win here, I think it's... You never know with Silt how windy is going to be. I mean, the last years is pretty good, pretty successful for freestyle, but...
I mean, usually we'd get freestyle in. There's usually you would expect it, but as we spoke to Leonard, going into Silt in first place is a big difference between first and second. Yeah. That little bit of advantage is kind of a big advantage with 2 events to go.
I think everyone wants to win here, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. 20 seconds until the start of this matchup. Both of these guys have come back in the double elimination and are now fighting it out to try and get themselves nearer that podium. They will still have to do a fair few heats to get on the podium. You'd have to beat, you'd have to win this one. You'd have to beat Sam Esteve and then beat Jens Torkers just to get on the podium. So it's a big ask. But here we go. Bulls kicking things off. One-handed burner.
And the cooler for Joop. Quite a good start for both of them. The wind is pretty light as we see at the moment.
Yeah, it's definitely light. And then who does that favour you? Like you said before, maybe Joop Smith coming from Bonaire, used to the big sails, but he's not on a big sail.
But look, Bells is planning actually way earlier than Joop. I don't know if there is a gust there, but...
Yeah. And the thing is, they could take 4.8, so I don't think it's going to get cancelled.
I think they're on 4.8, yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe they're on 4.8.
Ooh.
Well, that was
nice
slick.
feature.
Slick
clean
from Bals Muller.
And you,
nice bit of lift.
I really
on
like
that.
his shaka.
Yeah, lovely bit of lift, using that outside gust to his advantage there. So good start from the boys. 1 minute in, 2 moves apiece. So let me have a little refresh of our live scoring, but you can see obviously at the top the kind of cut down version. You can't see all the individual moves, but you can see the overall scores as they drop in. Yeah, there we go. We've got pretty even at the moment. Maybe Bowles with a slight advantage.
That burner was on 5.2.
Yeah,
yeah, that's a pretty good score. A nice corner for Joop.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's on a 4.8.
Yeah, I think we're going to see these boys try and fill the scorecard, and then it could be the difference of the big moves. That cheesy bonker, bonker could be a big move, could be a big difference maker. You know, we know
he's going to go for it.
Yeah, we know Joop Smith has got the old punch combos, there's the cheesy bonker attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah, not as clean as his previous ones, but still decent. Still got a nice slide at the end of it. A little bit of a delay in that one compared to some of the big scores he's had. But that's better than the forward loop.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that you wanted also the bunker here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to get that Chibonka in the back. We'll have to wait to see how much it scores. There's the Kono.
Yeah.
It's really solid at the moment from both riders. Chibonka coming in at 5.8,
which wanted
is
the scope there.
Decent.
He gets it, but yeah.
There's definitely the advantage at the moment to Muller. He's just edged a little bit of points on each move right now. The Future coming in at 5 points higher than the Shaka. You know, the Cheesy Bonker coming in at 3 points higher than the forward loop, obviously. Still early days. Here's that one-handed punch from Hugh Smith into Flacker. So one-handed Future. The Burner 5-2 against the Kulo. So it's definitely edged towards Bowles at the beginning of this heat.
Exactly. He looks. We got the. He wanted the Pasco here. I mean, we got a bit of swell, but still, I think it's not as yesterday for these moves.
So 4:30 on the clock. We're not even halfway through this heat, and both riders have thrown down quite a good, solid bunch of moves. There's a few upgrades though for that Joop Smith would like to see. Bowles has been a bit more consistent in the early stuff, but still
I think
super
Joop
close.
is leading now, at the moment.
Yeah, he's got one more move in the bank.
Kulo, one hand at the end.
Good style to save it. He saved it stylishly, if you can say that.
I wonder, how he saved it. And I like that burner.
Whip on the hair there from you.
I really like when the burner it rotates like this, so fast and aggressive.
You're going to be calling this early days? I wouldn't like to call this right now. It is Bowles Muller is in the lead, but he's also got one move missing.
Yeah,
so
there he goes. Switch stance now.
Advantage Muller.
One hand burner. Both sides. That's actually quite impressive to see.
Yeah.
I don't see we see many riders going switch both sides and doing such a move in a hit.
Yeah. Joop needs to start doing some upgrades.
Definitely.
He definitely needs some upgrades, and it's not much behind though. Just he needs one big
but
move.
Bowles is quite ready today. I met him also in the morning. He looked ready.
Yeah. Spock.
Spock, Kulo.
Oh, and he saves it nicely as well.
And nice Kulo from Joop.
Wasn't a Spock Kulo, was it? Just a Kulo.
I think
he's
it was
had
a
a
Kulo,
Kulo already. So maybe you wanted something else.
Or could be a Spock Kulo, but I think he ducked the sail.
Yeah. I think he
missed
needed
it
a
a bit,
Kulo Spock or something. Is that what he was looking for?
Yeah,
something
or double. I think he was looking for double Kulo.
Okay. So 2:30 on the clock. I would say at the moment it's advantage Bowles Muller. He's eked out a few points. That Cheesy Bonker giving him some decent scores.
Or shifty. Oh, no, Shaka.
Just like an air shackery,
Air
but
Shaka,
not, really late sort of rotation on it.
I think he wanted a shifty.
Yeah. Wow, this is decent.
Quite a high score for these conditions, yeah.
He's on 29.7 points, Bowles Muller. Joop Smith on 24.2, so he's got some upgrading to do. Joop Smith needs to find some bigger moves, needs the double moves. Could this be it?
I think he missed the duck a little bit over there.
And his starboard tack, he's actually racking up. He's had 6 attempts now. You can only have 7. So he's only got one more try on the way in, that's the first time we've actually seen someone maybe get to their limit so quickly.
He wants the bunker here.
Oh, it's very slow.
Very slow, yeah.
The judges were talking about this earlier, that the slow ones are going to not score as much.
We can see that, from the previous days. That they really want clean and fast moves. Oh, double Kulo.
Gets it as well.
Oh.
Bals Muller, he is looking
I told you he's ready.
good
He's
form
ready.
right now. Joop Smith has got one more try on the way in. He wants a double kulo. At the moment, he's got 3 kulos counted, so he obviously wants that double kulo. Could that be the difference maker at the moment? He's got a lot of work to do. Willie Skipper.
No, he did a Willie Skipper.
Well, 55 seconds to go. He's burnt
at
up
that.
a trick on the way out. I mean, was
He
it
was
worth
also
it?
stoked when he saw that.
Joop
yeah.
Smith needs this double kulo if
Yeah.
he goes for it again. If he does, it'll be the 4th try at it. If he makes it, he could put this really close.
He's looking for it.
He's got a bit of
Good
light
duck.
winds.
I don't think he has the power, but he makes it.
Oh, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's it.
Me
Bals Muller is coming back through this double. There's still 23 seconds in this heat, but he will be going up into the top 5 in this double elimination. Was that a toucan?
Yes,
I didn't see.
I
Was it a
think so,
toucan?
yeah.
The reverse Willie Skipper?
He's so stoked. Look at him. He's having so much fun on the water. It's amazing. Like,
Yeah. Wow, there you go.
so
If
great
I
to
mean,
set with him,
I don't think anyone could be less pleased for Bals Muller than
No.
actually the whole of the windsurfing community. I'm sure Joop as well, because Joop's such a he loves it, doesn't he? As well, he's such
and
a
I
hype
think
master.
he's already happy with what he succeeded from yesterday.
It's
Both of them
difficult to
actually, yeah.
compete against Bals, I would imagine.
Yes,
He kind of gives off this air that he doesn't care, and he's just out there having a laugh. The problem is he's bashing out some of the best moves in the business. And that
Exactly.
cheesy bonker is a dangerous move to have in your weaponry, because at 5.8 that scored, the spot kulo coming in at 6, and then he had the double kulo 5.8. In the end, he smashed that heat, 31.5 points. Really impressive stuff. Lollipop scoring 2.9, which is that Willie Skipper. Okay,
So,
Manolis is going to step out now. We're going to have Dieter van der Eycken. Cheers, dude. We will
Cheers.
surely be
See you
keeping
in
an
a
eye on
while.
your Greek counterpart as we go through. I was just watching the recap of this heat, and Bals Muller definitely killed it. We got his Severn teammate Dieter van der Eycken, obviously not in this event due to injury. What did you make of that heat from Bals?
He's sailing very, very smart and very, very good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Unrecognisable.
Well,
but in terms of, I think the last couple of years he's started to sail
Exactly.
really well in heats. I'm talking. He's always sails well in freesailing, but
Exactly.
he started to sail heat smart.
he's used his brain for a change.
Yeah.
It became dad, so maybe
Yeah.
it's more normal.
Nah,
but
but
yeah,
he's
for the
killing
wind
it.
there is, I was looking from the outside. He was finding the gust good. He was doing everything really, really good. So
Look
I
at
mean,
you.
Joop is pretty stoked as well. Still, I think 6th. That was way better than he did here last year. So it's a good kickoff. What?
Toucan,
Almost got it.
nearly a toucan lollipop or toucan 360, whatever we want to say.
Lisa Kloster,
Yeah.
3rd at the moment.
It's a pretty solid result, isn't it? 3rd
Yeah.
place. She's got to fend off probably the winner. Well, won't be probably, will be the winner between Micah Hovman and Elena Dominick.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's the first time she's passing heats, so she's gonna be very stoked. They're all pretty young, some new fresh faces.
Yeah,
which
great
is
to see it. And she looks like she got some good skills. Obviously, this is a really tough battle. Micah Hovman in 4th place is definitely not someone you want to be going against this stage. You would have hoped she'd have been further up at this point, but we know she's been working, studying, not as much time on the water, but she is hungry to get back in it. But Elena Dominick showed some good skills. Looks like she's got a good shaka on her, maybe.
Oh, nice. I mean, to be very honest, I didn't see all the heats yet, so they're changing watches even. Bals didn't bring a watch. He's not that professional.
Well,
yet.
she's got 5 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Well, he took her watch.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, no. Well, whatever. She seems relaxed, seems happy.
Yeah. I mean, for them, it will actually be pretty nice conditions on the outside. It's fairly flat.
This looks way better than what they had yesterday in terms of easiness of water state.
Yesterday, there was a bit more waves, right? From what I saw.
Well, when they sailed in the afternoon, it was high tides, quite choppy.
Okay.
It looked pretty hard for the girls, to be fair.
Yeah.
This
Well,
looks a little bit easier. There you go. And you're
Yeah,
already
okay.
seeing you can kind of push through these sort of lighter wind moves.
Exactly. I mean, finals day. Are we gonna see how far we get? Obviously, it's a bit of thermical today, but it's quite sideshore. Mike, I think Mike is on a mission today.
Yeah, she looked hungry.
Yeah, I think she's gonna fight back. I mean, don't take it away. It's gonna be a long comeback, but would be good.
But the
Once
good
she
thing-
get it into a rhythm, she's always the
I was
missus of the
about
double.
to say, if she can start getting through heats, she's going to get some momentum, and then it's actually more difficult for the girls she's going against, because 7 minutes heats, and then once that momentum starts and you start finding your form, you're used to sailing out there. The other girls are just coming in cold.
Exactly.
And no warm-up heats. So, and she's done it before. She is renowned for coming back in the double elimination. But first, she's got to get past Elena Dominick. But that's a pretty solid flacker on the inside.
Exactly.
So flacker both ways.
Yeah, Flacas, Chakas.
Spot 540.
Yeah, very nice on the way out. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I say for the girls. Actually, maybe this is a bit nicer than when it's 35 knots.
100%.
And nothing to take away of them because they're sailing really good.
Okay, while we're watching this heat, we're going to have an interview with Bosson Muller on the beach, up into the top 5. Let's see what he had to say.
Bals, talk me through the heat. Wow, I would say for Fuerteventura, these are really bad conditions. But back home in Switzerland, this is brand world class. I mean, it's light 4A pumping, and I expected nothing against you. The style master, especially in lighter winds, he's really good. And so I started calm, no expectations, and I was so happy going through tricks and tricks. And just before the heat, I did a E-slider grubby, which I haven't done in many, many years. So I was really relieved, easy on the water. I finally dared to do a shaka to cane again, like a shaka where you kick the board. Been a while I haven't done that one. So yeah, let's bring it on in the next heat. Yew!
Good luck, Bals, and back to Ben in the studio.
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, you can't beat an interview with Bosson Muller, that's for sure. I mean, he's super excited, up into the top 5 in the double elimination. You know, he's obviously been smashing around on the wing stuff. He's been doing a lot of foil stuff, and he's still got the level, obviously. And he is Mr. Freestyle, so it's great to see him up there. He's one of the best ambassadors for the freestyle discipline and windsurfing just in general.
Yeah, amazing. You know, it's his best result, I think, today. I think he got 6th one time in Silt, if I'm not mistaken. And then I think this 5th place, top 5, is the first time for him in a double elimination.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't take it away of him going even a lot further.
No, not at all.
E-slider.
He
Mike
slider-
is racking up the points. She
Yeah.
didn't have her hair wet yet.
Yeah, it's one of those freestyle days, like Bal said. For Furta, it's not a bad day, but it's a light wind day, a very light wind day. But anywhere else in the world, 4-8, with freestyle, this is why the format is like it is. You don't need to be planing all the time, but there needs to be gusts where you can pull off your moves, and it's a tactical battle. It's more relaxing, and you just got to pump them out when you get the gusts and opportunity.
Yeah, exactly that. So, I mean, you say they're not planing the whole time. They're planing most of the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Come on, get
yeah.
the flaka. Oh, almost.
No, but there's moments of stronger winds and there's moments of lighter winds. So it's just using that wind for whatever move you want. And again, at whatever level you're at, sometimes that lighter wind can be good for certain moves.
Yeah.
Power moves, obviously you're waiting for the big gusts. But some of the other stuff that we might see in the women's fleet, just to pump out a few more scores, like the E-slider or, even the grubby.
Yeah, exactly.
The lighter winds are definitely going to help.
I mean, for Micah, for example, we always compete on Fuerte.
Oh, lucky. She wanted the shaka. She kind of,
pushes it around.
Yeah.
It will still be a different trick than a shove it, so it will add maybe to her score, maybe not. She's still missing moves on starboard tack, so... And for Micah, for example, she always does her switch on the way out, and she had her first best results always in Bonaire and places like this. So she's always struggling on the way out. So it's nice for her to maybe have this flatter conditions. And I think she has 3 moves on each side. She's missing 1 move on the way out.
On the way in, yeah.
On the way in, exactly. So on the way in, she has a Spock, a Flaka. Yeah, maybe she's gonna look for a forward or for something else. let's hope this breeze kicks in a little bit extra. On the forecast, it said it would.
Yeah.
And then we can get some, that it gets a bit easier for the double power moves for the guys. So, yeah, a bit more fair towards the finals. But, oh, she's going to get the funnel. I mean, she's putting her best heat together, maybe till now. I didn't see her previous heats, but...
I mean, it's really good to see. Like I said, sometimes the howling winds and crazy chop is not what everybody wants, you know. Maybe it's good for certain riders, but I definitely think in the women's category, some of the easier conditions with the water state is not as crazy. It helps for those slidey moves. You know, for the big power moves, maybe it doesn't matter as much, but for this type of grubbies like we're just seeing now and the flatter conditions is definitely a bit more helpful.
Exactly. But, I mean, solid heat. Mike is 17.3 at the moment. She's just got the Kono. They're getting some power moves in. They've been moving the whole time. They've been filling their score sheets. I think it's pretty good out there. It's not epic. It's not 4-0 weather.
Yeah.
But it's still very compatible. They're 8-minute heats.
Yeah.
So the same as the whole thing. Mike is going to go for switch. Is she going to get a burner or just slowly getting a funnel in or... she's touch underpowered maybe. Is she going to get the flaka? If she gets the flaka, oh, it would have been her
lucky.
Perfect heat.
Yeah.
She's putting on a good score.
No, that's good. That's what you want to do. You can only, do what you can do. You want to come away from your heat thinking, I sailed good. If the other rider beats you, then you can't really say too much about it. You know, that's it. You did what you could do, happy. You know, if the other one smashes it, so be it. But it's nothing worse than coming off the water thinking you left something out there. You didn't quite, perform to what you feel you could have.
Exactly.
And we saw that from Anthony yesterday. He said, look, if I lost that heat, whatever, I sailed as good as I could sail, and he did win.
Hey, they had a sick heat.
Oh,
37
amazing.
points.
Yeah, crazy.
I saw that.
So 20 seconds to go, and this looks like Micah Hovman is going to comfortably be in the next round, but a good showing from Elena Dominick. First time we've seen her on the Pillway Tour as Micah finishes with a forward loop, and maybe she is one definitely for the future, the German.
Flaka, come on, get it. Yes, on
nice.
the buzzer. Oh, curse of the...
That's unlucky.
Yeah, very unlucky.
But nice, really good rotation.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she's still going to be very... she's a bit disappointed. That would have made her hit perfect,
Yeah, right
on the buzzer of Flaka. But still, very good heat. Top 5 for the first time. Hopefully it motivates her to keep pushing. Like I say, we don't have the age on there, but I think they're still pretty young. They're all from Germany. There's quite a few living in the vans, so it's really cool. So here a little recap. Yeah, I think Micah really just build up step by step.
Elena's 23. Elena Dominick?
Yeah, so only 23 years old. I mean, that's still plenty of time to go enjoy. Shaka, did that score on the score sheet? Might have. SQ. Yeah, Shaka. So yeah, I mean, a solid heat, I would say. Really nicely built up. And then now we're gonna go straight into the men. I think Sam probably would have wanted a little bit
I was about to say, with your expert knowledge of these riders, who do you think these conditions are going to favour? So just to recap, we've got Bosson Muller going against Sam Esteve next. Then we've got obviously Jentel Kers in the mix, obviously Leonard Neubauer, and obviously Adrian Bosson. Who is going to favour the stronger wins, or maybe some of them don't care? This is the first matchup. Bosson Muller against Sam Esteve. That is a beautiful head of hair he has there.
Yes, exactly. Both have. I think this one it can go to Bals if he keeps his mind into it. I think Sam, although it's very hard. Sam has been sailing really, really good. He's got quite a lot better on the way out as well. It's gonna come down to details. Out of the 5 that are left, I would say Leonard is maybe a good one for the light winds, but then he's been in Poser for the last period. I don't know if he sailed this 4-8 a long time. Oh, they still have to do the watch again.
Oh my life.
So
I'm not sure this is a good tactic.
No.
But this is just classic Bals, isn't it? This is just classic Bals.
Yeah.
If you're going to borrow a watch from anyone, maybe borrow it from someone who's already out.
Exactly. Exactly.
So there we go. Micah Hovman will go on to go against Lisa Kloster, who beat her in the first round in the single elimination.
Exactly.
So there's hopefully, for Micah's fans, a bit of revenge coming. And for the Kloster fans, she's hoping to do the same thing again. But
would be her first podium.
yeah. So it's a big one. In lighter winds, though, I think Kloster, from what I heard, likes the stronger winds.
Yes.
So
definitely.
maybe she's thinking, it's not quite what I had in mind.
No.
Well, let's see. Sam Esteve comes from the south of France. It is so windy down there. You know, he is known for those big triple jumping moves, crazy windy hopping around. You know, is it going to suit him? Is he going to step it up? Can Bals Muller keep going? Well, we'll have to find out. The heat is on. Clue first from Sam Esteve to kick things off. Oh, and you just run out of juice.
Yeah. I mean, Bals is competing without a watch. Let's see if that influences. Coolo. Yeah,
The watch does help calm you down a bit.
Yes.
Well, it does me anyway. You know,
Yeah.
you look at your watch, think, I've still got 4 minutes. Oh, I've
Exactly.
got 30 seconds. You can time that last run much easier. Okay, well, we're just starting off this men's heat. We're going to go down to the beach to have the interview with Micah Hovman.
Micah, passing through that one, how is it out there?
It's kind of tricky. There's quite a lot of gusts and holes. The gusts are quite strong, so yeah, it's just trying to find the right place to sail. But it was nice.
It's been a long wait for you. How have you spent the last couple of days?
Chilling in the hotel mostly, but trying to take it easy, shielding from the sun and the wind. Just today, it's been a bit of a waiting game, but so I'm happy to be out on the water.
We've seen lots of action from the guys. Motivated you at all?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's so cool to see what they can do here. So yeah, definitely inspiring.
Good luck in the next one. Bet in the studio.
Thank you.
There we go. Just as we're having that interview, that cheesy bonker, but not his smoothest one.
A bit slow, a bit slow. Let's see how that goes on the judges' scale. Sam, in the meantime, now he's burner now. He had a pretty nice shack on the way out.
Yeah, the
So,
cheesy bonker coming in at 1 point less than his last heat.
Exactly.
And 2
Same
points
as the
less than his
Shaka,
best
so-
one. So, you know, not really the score he was looking for, because that can be a difference maker.
Exactly. But then on the other side, it's as good as a pretty good Shaka already,
Yeah.
which Sam has. So it's not that bad to have in the bank. He wants
Yeah.
the burner. Oof. Yeah, a little
So
bit like
compared to the first heat, just the visuals are, it's not going as well.
No.
Because the last heat, he started off, everything was just a bit better, a bit
Exactly.
cleaner. Things seem to be happening for Bals. At the moment, it's okay, but it's not as good as the start to the last heat. Still early days in this heat, but in this sort of wind, it goes very quickly. 5 minutes 30 on the clock, and it's advantage Sam Esteve. The burner coming in at a 5.2. First move we've seen above 5 points, which will make a difference, but still anyone's game.
Exactly. I mean, it seems a touch more patchy out there, but still strong enough gust. So, Bals, just keep your head in the game. Whoop, nice punch. Yeah, I mean, he's just racking up, maybe getting his confidence back, at least doesn't miss out on a move. How many times he lost the heat because he didn't have that third move or fourth move. And but in the meantime, Sam, yeah, off to a pretty good start. The moves he has done are all very good. Let's have a look. Is air funnel funnel? Oh,
That's
super
better.
smooth.
That's more like it.
Exactly.
That's what the judges are going to reward.
Exactly. Like I said, he got a lot better in the lighter winds. I feel like he does put a lot more effort into it again. And now a Kulo. Gets the Kulo. Yes. It just goes down in the end. That's what happens when you land in this hole of wind. It makes it sometimes really hard. But he's going to get that in this heat still. And he's already on 19.4 points. So he hasn't put much. Oh, nice goal in the meantime.
Decent. That was decent. He needed that.
Exactly.
He couldn't afford to mess that up because time is ticking down, and he's now got 4 moves in at the halfway point. So if this carries on, as long as he's not crashing, he will fill his score sheet, which is not a guarantee in these type of wins.
No, definitely not. But that was a good one. Nice drone shot as well at the same time. Pretty amazing.
Maybe you're going to try another cheesy bonker, but
Or
he knows he can upgrade the score.
He was pretty close to the Pasco in the last heat. Maybe if he gets a ramp. Or just gets a good Shaka in, then he has 3 moves. Here we go.
Must have heard you.
Exactly. Ooh, he wanted more. He wanted more.
Still coming out playing, didn't he?
Yeah,
Even
exactly.
with that slight.
So that's gonna equal that. So
Their
that's
funnel coming at 6.4.
exactly. That's a big number.
Yeah.
That's a big number.
And they're the difference makers.
Yeah.
Those are the difference makers at the moment. So Bowles is going to need to find a difference maker. For him, that cheesy bonker is that move he probably could make a difference with, but it's going to take away one of his scores that he's already got. So he needs to get another couple of moves in. It's not simple.
Does he get it? Oh, really good.
Oh, hello. Sam Esteve looking good at the moment. Could he be shattering the balls? Muller dreams. Mullerlicious under a bit of pressure right now with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, definitely the momentum with Sam here at the moment, putting down a really good heat on the way in.
Yeah,
still needs to move on the way out. Can be a bit better, but I mean he's gonna get that quite soon. With 2.5 minutes to go, I think he has one leg into the other one.
Well, Bowles needs something big on the inside. We saw him get the double culo at the end of the last heat. We also saw. Well, there we go.
Wow, sick one.
He's back in the game. And literally, as simple as that, he's back in the game. Bowles Muller is not out of this yet. 2 minutes 15 on the clock. It is definitely not all over because that will be a big score going to drop.
That will be the biggest score of the heat, I win.
Needs something big on the outside now. If he nails something now, he's right in the driving seat once again. What's he got for us? Nobody knows. I don't even... Future safe as well. He's
quite safe.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
now he can upgrade the cheesy bonker maybe.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Sam is still missing a move on the way out. Spokulo. Oh, he wanted it.
Ooh, that could be decisive. 1 minute 40, 7.5 coming in for that double culo from Bowles Muller. He's filled his score sheet and now he's looking for upgrades. Sam Esteve, though, could make a big move if he gets something on the way out. Just needs to be above a 3.2 to take the lead. So it's still advantage Sam Esteve, but Bowles Muller looking for the upgrades. 1 minute 20 on the clock. Can't afford to crash here. And he does it nice and safe. From Sam Esteve, that'll put him right back in the driving seat. Needs to be above 4.5 actually now.
Yeah, I mean it
will be. It's very, 5. Very it's tight. 4 high 4s maybe.
Maybe high 4s.
It's close, isn't it? This an upgrade for Bowles Muller will put him back in the lead. Needs to upgrade on a 3.6 culo.
Yeah, Bowles doesn't know the time though.
No. He needs 2 moves now. He needs upgrades both ways round. Sam Esteve on the inside. Spock. Kulo wet, big cabbie, back in the lead. Bowles Muller now takes back the lead. I'm pretty sure, I'm not a judge, but that will take him back in the lead. At the moment, it's neck and neck. With that move dropping, Bowles Muller will take the lead. There's 30 seconds to go. Bowles can get another upgrade. Okay, so it's all down to Sam Esteve. Down to Sam Esteve. If Sam nails something big here and upgrades on a 3.9 punch, we could see it going, but we're still waiting for that cabbie to drop from Bowles Muller. 10 seconds to go. Sam Esteve, could he leave this? It needs to be pretty big. That's not big enough.
No.
It's not big enough. There's no way the judges are going to give that the score. Bowles Muller, from my calculations, is going on to go for the podium places. We'll wait for the official result, but to me, that's got Bowles Muller written all over it. I mean, double culo. The cabbie's not dropped. Wow.
Amazing comeback. Really
He did the same thing last, 6.7 for the cabbie, 7.5 for the double culo. Finishes again on 32 points.
In these conditions?
Same. And that was with a pretty low-level cheesy bonker by his
Exactly.
standards.
I mean, on the way out, he could upgrade a lot more. On the way in, he did a really
That still
good
wasn't
job.
bad, but he stopped a little bit, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. Look the slow-mo of this
it's
one.
Crazy.
So good how close he gets to the sail, then lands.
It's making me want to learn the cheese roll.
Yes,
I'm telling you now.
Yentl said in his stories it would be a cheese roll fest.
Yeah.
So let's see if Yentl goes for a cheese roll or he comes in a position where he actually has to stay serious.
You gotta be careful.
Exactly.
Bowles can suck you in. You think,
Exactly.
oh, it's only Bowles. He's crazy. There's no way. But the guy has got level and he is putting together some solid heats. And, you know, Sam and Steve put together a solid heat in those conditions, 29.5.
This double culo was amazing. For the wind there is, he was sailing really, really good. To find double power moves in these conditions, I mean, Yentl is Mr. Double power move, so yeah. I mean, Sam, don't take it away. He sailed pretty.
Needed that spot culo maybe.
Yeah,
Well,
he needed a bit more.
Yeah, no,
on
you're
the
right.
way in, he had a very good.
The way
heat.
out.
On the way out, he was struggling a little bit. I mean, still not that bad, but you know, he still beat Bals on the. Oh no, it was very equal. So
yeah.
Now
Bowles won both sides.
Yeah.
But impressively, the way in, which is where you'd think Sam might have the edge, is actually
Exactly.
where Bowles stepped up.
Yeah.
And it was all towards the end of the heat. Started off pretty slowly.
Yeah. Should he keep sailing without a
I was just thinking the same thing. I was literally just thinking the same
It's
thing.
Mr. Freestyle. Look at that. Just having fun. Here with the family on a holiday.
So this is officially Bowles' Muller's best ever result on a PWA freestyle event.
Exactly.
Guaranteed 4th place, now going for the podium.
Exactly.
I'm sure we'll have an interview coming up, but next up we've got the big matchup from the single elimination, which Lisa Kloster got the better of Micah Hovman. That was a big upset in the women's fleet. It was super windy though, and Kloster does like the wind. Hovman has been out practicing since. Every day, every minute. She has been here on holiday. That's what she told me. I'm just loving going freestyling. She's been working, but she has got the bit between her teeth now.
Once she gets on steam, she's gonna be there. But yeah, I think Micah, we were talking a little bit before, and she was like, I'm getting this trick again, that trick again. I think she's gonna do the same as the past heat. She's gonna start up slowly, get confidence, make sure she has. Oops, don't do that. She has her moves in, and then she knows where to be in the competition area. And Lisa, in the meantime, probably aimed for a bit more wind, but don't take anything away. She actually also has switch on the way out. She also sails really, really good, and it's gonna be tight battle till the end, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure
Lisa, Spock as well, a little bit slower. So at the moment, I would say it's a touch better for Micah. Gets the flaka. Yeah, I think we're gonna see a similar routine from Micah. Start off more secure than she did in the single. I would say in the single she was pushing a little bit too much from the start for all the power moves. Now she's just gonna build up the confidence. As we see, Lisa on the way out. She's gonna get an E-slider in, up Pugnetta. Very nice.
Oh,
don't.
No.
Curse of the commentators. Blame it on us,
Yeah.
Lisa, when you watch this back.
That looked all done.
Yeah, I mean, it was the same in the previous heat, what you said. So both are waiting a little bit for a gust. I mean, look at the backdrop behind. It's amazing how the setup is here. And let's see. They're just waiting a little bit for the gust. So let's see if Bals is excited. I mean, Mike is gonna get a gust here. Bals just coming in, super stoked already. Whee!
Don't dislocate your shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, here they go. They're really, really good friends, both Yentl and Bals. So that's going to be a really, really nice matchup. In the meantime, Mike getting in the flaka. And Bals just coming out right now. Everyone cheering him up. I think everyone wishes him a good result. He deserves one.
I'm definitely sure of that. I mean, he has been one of the poster boys for freestyle over the years, isn't he? He's like
Exactly.
He is the guy who is just oozing freestyle.
Funnel, are we going to get... Oh, just... that's a bit harder in the lighter winds. Mike is going to do an E-slider, maybe a touch easier. Yeah. When I'm in her head.
You're there, mate. You are there. She's leading this heat at the moment.
Exactly. She wants to be back on that podium. She wants to have another one against Oda. How many matchups didn't they have? I mean, they've had plenty of matchup as well. Lisa, let's not take it away. I think last year she became your 4th as well. So it's still all to play for. Nice flaka. the end maybe a touch slow, but actually the jump off was quite nicer than the one from Maaike.
Okay, while we're watching this heat, we do actually have the interview with Sam, Esteve and Bals Muller on the beach. So let's go and see what they have to say.
Boys, we have just seen... Boys. Bals took the victory there, but how was the heat for you, Sam?
Was quite cool. I made my tricks, but Bals made it better, so I'm really happy for him. Man.
And Bals, for you, what do you think gave you the edge in that heat?
Well, I guess I had this really good double culo, which I was surprised on my own. I played through it, but I knew I needed because I saw you were ripping. So I felt under pressure the whole heat. Like I was always like, fuck, I'm one trick behind him. So, and I think that's good. That's like this extra energy, you know, now or never, you know. And I can't stop. I want to keep sailing, so I had to stick it. And this mentality on the landing, like you want to stick it and you're gonna stick it. That's what I like.
That's awesome to hear. Bals, go get ready for your next heat.
Thank you.
Sam, for you, did you know how close it was?
No, definitely not.
It was super close. Commiserations to you, but still your best result in Fuerteventura?
Yes, I think so. So I'm really happy about my result. It's really nice. We had some pretty good conditions, and yeah, it was cool. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, and back to Ben in the studio.
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Sam Esteve, best result in Fuerteventura, finishes in 5th place in the double elimination, which is a pretty solid start. We've got one more freestyle event after this in Silt, but Bals Muller goes into the top 4, which will be his best ever finish. Doesn't matter what happens now, it'll be his best ever finish, but he's going against Jentel Kers, last year's freestyle world champion in the back. Looks like Spock, Flacker, Kono, Shaka not crashed on starboard tack, and she hasn't crashed on port tack either. Flacker, E-slider, forward loop on port tack. So pretty solid heat for Maaike Hovman here. 18 points.
Just a little bit, lost a little bit too much speed at the dock, and that made her crash that one. But super, super good heat. I mean, Lisa, she's at 12.8 points. So I think on the way out she has a pretty good score. I guess on the way in she's needing a little bit more. Let's see, does she want the forward? She's thinking of the forward. Just missing that power. So, I mean, it's different to do a forward on a big sail than a small. Shaka. Oh, just goes down in the end. I mean, that's a bit less good for the confidence towards that moves.
Well, getting a bit closer, 12.8 to 18, but she would need something pretty big in the last minute now to cause
an upset.
Anything big of an upset.
I mean, on the way in, she can improve quite a lot still.
Yeah, the Gazada coming in at 4.4, so that is the highest score of the heat.
Yeah. I mean, the wind is playing a little bit. Maybe they should go to touch longer heats if we get in these conditions, but then on the other side you don't want to stop the momentum. She needs something on the way in to really force a difference here. The way out is not gonna get there, but
25 seconds on the clock, I think, is too much to do now at the end, but give a good account of herself against a formidable opponent in Maaike Hovman.
Very cool to see her also push different moves. Maaike now gets the Shaka, very nice one. I think that's the nail on the coffin.
Yeah, that was nice. Switch Spock attempt at the end, and that is it. Lisa Kloster will finish 4th in Fuerteventura 2024. Maaike Hovman guarantees herself a spot on the podium, pushing Lisa off it, and she will have a chance to go for 2nd place on the podium against Oda Johanna Broodthool. And then we'll see that usual matchup that we see between Maaike and Oda going again.
Exactly. How many times did they have a matchup, and how many times it was this scenario?
And how many times have we seen just that momentum shift now? She's had 2 heats.
Yeah.
She's on a winning roll. Her moves are getting cleaner. You can see confidence is building. For Oda now, she's going to be under pressure. No doubt about it. Yeah. She's going to be coming in cold. And if I had to put money, you're going to go with the one who's got the momentum.
Yeah.
But we know how good Oda is, so we'll have to wait and see Who
I
will
mean,
take that
she's gonna
battle?
be even more bummed out. She missed out on first place by nothing.
Oh, nothing. So close from here and so key to the other.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that goes out was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm really, really impressed. On the way out, she did all the switch moves. She had a really, really good heat on the way out. It was quite even. Just on the way in, she really missed a little bit of power in her sail, I think, and couldn't read the gust that well. But what a matchup do we have here.
Yeah, like you say, good friends. Jentel Kers, the 2023 Freestyle World Champion, going against Bals Muller, who is Mr. Freestyle himself. You can never take this guy lightly. He's been over 32 points in both of the heats today, which from what we've seen from the conditions, it's pretty impressive, that.
Exactly.
So Jentel Kers has got to be careful because Bals can lull you in to that fun, happy-go-lucky sort of style of his, but he is clinical, man. He is pumping out the moves. You could see him. He just loves it.
Exactly. I think his heat average is going to go up a little bit as well.
Yeah.
So he came, well, last year he was 9th, one of his best results on tour. And he's fighting his way up to an even better result, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
So really stoked to see. Actually, he tried the Shaka Tukan.
Yeah.
And 2 heats ago, and actually I remember I sent him like 2 months ago. I was like, when are you gonna try this one again? So he, I think that's the first time he tried. He was, yeah, I need to try that one again. But I hurt myself so many times with it that I don't want to try. Then try it in a heat.
I was about to say, my only problem with Bals is 2 heats seems to be the limit of where his brain is able to concentrate fully. The 3rd heat usually starts getting a bit loose. He usually does something a little bit crazy in the 3rd heat. Now, don't quote me on this, I don't know. But just let's wait for this heat because he has a habit in the 3rd heat of trying something a little bit outside the box. So let's see against Jentel Kers.
I mean, the advantage he has is that he knows a little bit better maybe where the gusts are because he's done a few more.
There we go.
It's
already started. But he's not going to fill up 7 moves, I don't think, anyway. No. So it's probably not such a problem. But he has to be careful.
Is it best out of 7?
Yes. I think, did I see 8?
Or 8?
No, 8 minutes, 7 minutes. I think it was 7.
Yeah? Kulo at the moment. So, I mean, Yento really just pumped into that Kulo, literally. 4-8, I probably... as well, most of the guys have been here 2.5 weeks. Not the size they have been using the most. But Jentel has been sailing a lot on the 4-8 at home. Well, at home. He lives pretty much in Lake Como now. So he's not that much in Belgium anymore. I think Steven is the only one left staying in Belgium.
This is light, though, now.
Yes.
This is light.
It is pretty light. It is for the podium. So
I think this is the lightest heat we've seen.
Yeah. I mean, out back, it's... howling.
Yeah, but that's not normal for them still to be not playing in.
No.
And you look up, I was going to say, this just been cancelled. They, at this stage of the game, we're going for the podium. It can't be a total lottery right now, and that looks like the wind kind of shut down a little bit towards the end of the girls' heat.
Especially on the inside. It got really, really light. Yeah, that girls' heat was a bit lighter already. There's some clouds in the back, which is not the best sign, but...
no.
Let's see. Maybe it comes back. Did it come back a little bit stronger yesterday, or was it just an hour?
It's a good question. It did come back stronger, actually.
Yeah.
It did kick in a little bit towards the later stage, and then it dropped again.
Yeah. I mean, we're close, and I get it. The head judge is probably looking at it and being like, okay, I want to have it fair enough. I want a bit more wind. Maybe it goes longer heats. We never know.
I mean, what we saw there, we saw Jentel Kers pumping into a culo.
Yeah.
And then we saw Bals literally just have to do something with no wind anyway for his move. What was it, Willy Skipper, or I can't even remember now.
Yeah, no, E-slider, Willy Skipper, whatever he wanted to do.
It's like the full light wind trick, and then they both wobbled out. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with. See if you can see Matt Check's foil.
All right, so we're going to watch at the Kulo.
This is pumped into.
Yeah, and he loads up that backhand a lot to get a lot of force to the front. Looks where he's going. And then once he's lifted, he's really going to look aggressively more over his shoulder to really get the landing. Again, pressure on the backhand. And that's how he just force it around a little bit. So it's all about, with the little wind there is pushing on that backhand a lot. That loads up the sail, and that kind of gives you momentum. Even if you land in a wind hole, you probably get it. Oh, tandem freestyle.
So it's all about the backhand. Not
It's-
that I'm
it's-
going to
it's-
kill
it's- it's
myself
all
trying this, but
about
you never know.
On the takeoff to load up the back.
So not like a
You're
goiter
pushing
where
on
you
the back.
throw it.
Exactly, it's not throwing it. You
Okay.
kind of want to push on your backhand, carve a little bit even upwind,
Okay.
and that loads up the whole front of the sail,
Okay.
which is similar to a forward. What are you doing with a forward?
Yeah.
You're putting it in a position, and then you're pulling on the
Yeah, yeah,
backhand
to
to let the
send
front.
it forward,
And
okay.
it's the same thing with the culo,
Interesting.
especially in light wind. That's why sometimes they can do it with almost no wind, because they can just get it around.
And then
with
you're
a
kind of
kono,
you pressing
can't.
off it to keep you from dropping.
Exactly. Because you go up a little bit, you want to get high enough, and then as you're gonna fall down, you can press a little bit
Like
on
a
it.
pushy.
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
Exactly.
Ah,
But you have to
interesting.
push hard enough, because otherwise you land
Drop.
on the sail.
Yeah, that
so that's why
sounds-
it's sometimes harder to do like a kono.
Yeah, so if you look closely, this is quite interesting shot they've got here. If you look closely, about 3/4 of the way up, on the right, you might see Match X foil.
Yes,
Because he lost
it's
it
in the water.
yesterday. Yeah, anyway, I shouldn't laugh about that. We're going to take an ad break while we figure out what's going on, because we are on hold at the moment. The conditions have dropped below the minimum needed. So let's take some ad breaks, and we'll be right back as soon as we hear anything.
Welcome to Sotavento. It's the ultimate water sports playground with loads of space for everybody. Fantastic conditions and all year-round warm temperatures make Sotavento a paradise for windsurfing, kiteboarding, and wing foiling. The up-to-date rental equipment of the highest quality is constantly updated. Our professional courses will help you improve your style and riding technique. And with the hotels nearby, it's only a few meters from the bed to the board. Come and enjoy our water sports paradise.
Done being the cycle. I'm done beating rock stars for not only actors, tomboys in the rafters. I'll become an asshole disguised as a bagger in my bottle of supernatural disaster. Hey, you could be my baby, baby, baby. You could be my baby boy, dear lady. You could be my baby, baby, maybe. I'm sorry in advance. I'm only gonna treat you bad. I'm probably gonna let you down.
Already decided, well, at least the top three in the women's side. We don't know what order they're going to finish yet, but at the moment, Micah Hovman would finish third. It would be Oda in second, and Sarah Kita would be winning this event here in Fuerteventura. In the men, if we finish right now, we would have a top three, but Muller would be finishing in fourth. So third, Jentel Kers, second, Leonard Neubauer, and first place, Adrian Bosson. So that's how we're looking. Next heat on the water would be Muller versus Jentel Kers. Could you see Bals getting that? It's possible, isn't it?
It's possible.
He's sailing good enough. He's got the moves, but Jentel Kers, he's a tough cookie.
Yeah, I mean, in these conditions though, with 3 moves on each side, it's gonna come down to one. Does he get one really good move that suddenly, like, does he get that gust, gets the cheesy bonka, and scores a 7? Then that's a big gap to get up to. That's like having a perfect double in light winds. You're like, okay, I mean, I can get close, but you're limited with 3 moves on how far you can catch up.
Yeah.
So it will be very, very interesting. I mean, just before we started, we still saw a nice double culo from Leonard warming up, and at this point, I think it makes it even more nervous for everyone. You know, what do you do? If you're like in first place, you obviously don't want to compete. You're like, you can only lose. If you're in second, you're like, well, second is quite good, but I can still win. So you're like, do I risk it? I mean, I think Oda, like in the women, it's different. I think Oda is like,
seconds, all right.
Seconds, all right. I mean, it's their world championship. You know, this is their event. So
because there's no freestyle women in silt. So, I mean, that was big for Kloster. I mean, I didn't realize that. I thought they were competing silt. So they're not competing silt. So, you know, Lisa was sitting in, you know, a third in the, just the world title.
Exactly.
Third in the world.
Third in the world.
I mean, still drops to fourth, still good, but that third place is big.
Just next to the podium, just next to that trophy, that kind of hurts.
So close.
So close, yet so far. Especially after how she sailed, you know, she did improve, she did get better. I mean, I think 2 years ago she wasn't close to Mike, and now they're all pretty close, you know. You have top 4 women, you have some new women kicking in with quite some cool moves in their sleeve. So if they kick through, you know, there's a new generation stepping up. And then in the men, it's a mixture starting to come as well. There's a few new guys on the block. There's guys who actually have the experience and finally are clicking it together, like Baus. You know, he's been around for a long time, but I feel like now he finally has the competition, what should I say, competition rhythm and competition brain to actually really show his level out there. So it's super tight, you know. Like, I look at this contest, I couldn't compete sadly enough, but I look at it, even if you're 17th, it's still pretty good because everyone is really, really doing good.
Yeah. So here we go. That is how the women stand at the moment. So there's been a bit of a shuffle in the double elimination. Obviously, Bijou and Marine in 7th place. We got Lena Schmid in 6th. Elena Dominick showed some good skills to get up into 5th place. Obviously, Lisa Kloster dropping back to 4th from 3rd, and Micah Hovman has moved herself up into 3rd. So onto the podium for now. If it was to stop now, she would finish 3rd, but she's going to want to go again. She's got nothing to lose right now. If she loses against Oda, she still finishes 3rd. You know, if she has a heat, she has a chance of 2nd and then a chance to go against Sarah Kita for that world title. So it's definitely big. That is the head judge pick, obviously, with the full aviators on, or whatever these big boosters are called. Obviously, we've got Bowles Muller, Jentel cares. Jentel will want to go, you know. Yes, he could lose to Bowles, but for him, he wants to move up. You know, he wants to have a chance of that world title. So the higher he can finish here in Fuerteventura, if he can get himself up into 2nd, if he could get himself up into 1st, that world title obviously comes way more alive than 3rd place. So, yeah, that's the way the results finished. Antoine Albert, Nikas Agajan, Amada Vrieswijk, Steven van Broekhoven, all equal 9th, coming back in the double, a few of them. Anthony Runes, again, stepping up into 7th place, took down Amado in that big heat yesterday. Jacopo Testa was a big one as well. I mean, he lost out to Bowles in the end, I think. But he looked on really good form. Joop Smit up into 6th place. Solid result for Joop Smit. Had some really big guns there. So I think Joop will be pretty happy with that. Sam Esteve, obviously, good result for him in the single, but now dropping back in this double elimination, losing to Bowles before, drops him back to 5th, but still his best ever result here in Furta. Then Bowles Muller is now up into 4th place, guaranteed his best ever freestyle result ever on the PWA. So that's pretty mad because he's been around for a long time. He's been talked about for a long time. But only now has he suddenly found that calm, that sort of savviness in a heat. That I don't know what it is, because he's always had the moves.
He always had the moves. I think maybe the fire now of like, you know what, maybe I don't have that much time anymore to fool around. Maybe this is the moment to make it count, to really take it serious for a little bit and then see how far I get. Because I think he always had hits. Like, I think I remember him kicking out Jentel even in Silt while he was on a world title chase and stuff like that. So he's always had these great moments, but then he never continued, like you said. And now I think he's like, hold on. And also his wife is also very motivating to be like, Pals, just use your head for 2 seconds.
Please.
And you can actually do
We gotta
really,
feed the
really
kids.
good. Exactly. No, not even feed the kids, but like she wishes the best for him and everyone wishes the best for him. And he's actually starting to believe he can actually be a good competitor as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference. It's like finding that zone, believing in yourself, not looking too much to the other guys, and then do what you're best at. And
Yeah.
with this 3 moves on each side, you can really do that, and you can shine in that.
Yeah, just calming the craziness down just a little. Keeping it there, keeping it freestyle, but just getting a little bit more, what's the word? Heat savvy, like
Building up
is.
the heat, then
Yeah.
pushing further, not making rookie mistakes. He's not
Yeah.
a rookie anymore. He's an experienced sailor, and that's where it comes. I think, and that's where it clicks in. And you would say in strong winds he would be a lot better, but actually in light winds he's really, really good as well.
Yeah.
And he's been sailing a lot. He's always on the water.
I was about to say, out of anyone, he is the keenest, probably windsurfer I know. Just a water person. I can't even say windsurfer because it doesn't actually matter. If there's no wind, he'll still find a way to do something.
Exactly.
It's kind of crazy, man. And that's the energy that he brings. Like having Bowles at a competition just brings energy. You can see it in the interviews. You can see it just hanging around the beach. If I'm running a competition, I'm paying for him to come.
Yes.
I am like, he's the first name on the list. I don't give a shit who turns up. I want Bowles Muller there. That's it. Like if he keeps sponsors happy, he just keeps the energy flowing. It's kind of mad.
I
and
mean,
it's
the
like
other
one of the
day
best
it was
ambassadors.
like the wind was a bit lighter. He just went up the hill, got his foil board, came down with the foil board, played around. Wind picked up again. He switched to the fin board again. And you're like, damn, where does he keep the energy from?
Yeah,
It's
don't
like
know.
a lot. And then he comes. The other day we went to his house where he's staying, and then he comes back home, jumps in the pools with the kids.
I was
going to
say, he's got the
the whole
kids. Got
time.
2 kids with him.
Yeah.
One of them pretty young right now.
3 months.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're thinking, fair play, man. I mean, I know how much it drains you having the kids, but he probably needs the kids to calm him down a bit, keep a bit of that energy get burnt off.
Yeah, exactly. He just needs his coffee in the morning as well. But then it is in the mean.
Was I didn't have my great best sailing in the single, so I sort of took it back a step. Like I didn't want to go for too crazy moves, so just keeping it basic and filling the score sheet, and then sort of building from there. So
What size you?
4-4 actually.
Okay,
I
4-4.
prefer to be. I don't like the 4-8. I struggle to duck it, so I prefer to just be a little bit under and be able to do the moves that then
And
struggle.
now we've seen it before. I don't want to jinx it, but we have seen it before.
Yeah.
At most events, it's always been your way to come back in the double.
Yeah.
You've never really put it down in the single. Well, yeah, maybe you have a few times.
I have, but not often.
Most of the time,
Yeah.
it's been a double run, which has given you the top results and the big upsets. And Ariane's been on the end of your sort of run a few times. Oda as well. Are you going to do it today? You're looking confident.
The thing is, like, I don't have any pressure anymore right now, so I'm going to be happy if I end up on third.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that the pressure is gone helps me maybe perform it just a little bit better. And maybe that's just it. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll obviously try.
I mean, I'm just putting myself in Oda's shoes, and she's just seen you win 2 heats. You've also been out there practicing.
It actually really helps because I struggled the first heat a bit more, especially with the conditions now being a bit tricky. It's nice to know where to be at what time in the heat. So definitely helps having a bit of a warm-up.
Well, we'll see. How is it looking out there? I mean, you don't see anything in this box we're in. I don't even know. I just see what's on
it
the
definitely
TV.
dropped off a bit. So I think
Okay.
it was a good call to cancel those heats. And we'll see. I do hope it's going to kick in again.
Yeah, because you've got nothing to lose
I've
now.
got nothing to lose
like,
now, yeah.
if you compete and you lose, you're third.
That's it,
If you don't compete, you're third. So it's literally, well, come on, bring it on.
Yeah.
Do it in nothing.
Exactly, yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you go sort of prepare yourself for whatever we're going to have. Good luck in the next heat. So there we go. Micah Hovman. At the moment, we are still waiting for conditions to pick up. So I think what we'll do, rather than listening to me banging on and padding for the next, I don't know how long, I think we should flow. We have, oh, there we go. Got Yentel Kaz showing some gymnastic skills. Apparently, it's all self-taught. Oh, my God, this is not what we want to see. I was about to say, we're about to see Paul's mother kill himself. But, yeah, the boys are in good spirits, which is good to see. But we are going on hold right now, so I'll leave you with some overviews of the beach, maybe some adverts. As soon as we get live action, as soon as conditions get better, I'll be straight back in the live booth to bring you the commentary. So see you in a bit.
Welcome to Sotavento. It's the ultimate water sports playground with loads of space for everybody. Fantastic conditions and all year-round warm temperatures make Sotavento a paradise for windsurfing, kiteboarding, and wing foiling. The up-to-date rental equipment of the highest quality is constantly updated. Our professional courses will help you improve your style and riding technique. And with the hotels nearby, it's only a few meters from the bed to the board. Come and enjoy our water sports paradise.
Done being the side girl under leading rock stars, but not only actors, tall boys in the rafters. I'll become an asshole disguised as a bad girl in my bottle of supernatural disaster. Hey, you could be my baby, baby, baby. You could be my baby boy, delay.
Welcome to Sotavento. It's the ultimate water sports playground with loads of space for everybody. Fantastic conditions and all year-round warm temperatures make Sotavento a paradise for windsurfing, kiteboarding, and wing foiling. The up-to-date rental equipment of the highest quality is constantly updated. Our professional courses will help you improve your style and riding technique. And with the hotels nearby, it's only a few meters from the bed to the board. Come and enjoy our water sports paradise.
Welcome to day 3 here in Fuerteventura for the PWA World Cup. A little bit of a slower start today, but when the wind filled in, we were treated to some of the best freestyle in the world. Yes, the double elimination kicked off in full force. So much to talk about, so many upsets, so many runs. It was absolutely crazy. But we got to talk about the old guard. Kiri Toda definitely impressed today. Golito Estrado, the 9 times freestyle world champion, was on fire in the early rounds, and we thought maybe he could go all the way, but he was stopped in the dying seconds of the heat against an on fire Antoine Albert. Further up the ladder, Muller was just on fire today. The cheesy bonker was coming out and he was just having the most fun out of everyone. Why was he having so much fun? Well, he was beating everyone, took down Nicholas Agajan and then took down Jacopo Testa. That was probably the biggest result of today. And now he's got a match up with Joop Smit in the battle for 5th place.
Eva just told me, take it easy. You don't have to win. If you want to, you can, and you can mainly just go out there and have fun, and that's what it's all about, having a great time. And yeah, sharing the passion for this sport with all you guys, with all the athletes.
Smit obviously was on fire today, taking down Steven van Broekhoven and an on fire Anthony Runes, who had already caused a pretty big upset against Amado Vrieswijk. On the women's side, Lena Schmid and Elena Dominick were the girls on form today, winning their first ever PWA heats, and they had a great matchup in the last one, with Dominick advancing, going against Micah Hovman in the battle for 4th place. So there we go, both doubles are in their final stages, but you will have to come back tomorrow to find out who will battle to go against the podium places. Who is going to win Fuerteventura 2024? Join us tomorrow, day number 4, for more freestyle action. Okay, so we are back, and it looks like we're going back into competition. So we do have that matchup between Bowles Muller and Jentel Kers. Yes, the battle of the reigning freestyle world champion from 2023. Yentil Kers going against Bals Muller, Mr. Freestyle himself. Obviously, at the moment, with the average heat scores, the advantage, has got to say, is with Yentil Kers. But as we've seen, you cannot count Bals Muller out. He's taken down some big names on his route here. In fact, let's have a look at the draw. I'm just going to have a look at the draw to see who he's taken down on this run to come back, because he's had a pretty impressive run. I think his first heat of the day yesterday in the double elimination, taking down Nicholas Agajan, who was on a bit of a run. And then the big one for him was taking down Tester in that big matchup. That was a big one. And then Smith this morning, Sam Esteve. Now he's got to take care of Yentil Kers, which is definitely not easy. And just looking at the way these two are vibing together, I don't know who this is going to suit. I'm pretty sure Yentil, when he's relaxed, is just as dangerous.
Yentil is on a mission.
Yeah.
He knows to keep his head
He does,
cool.
doesn't he?
He can be playing around, but he knows what he has to do.
I think
he knows
it would
he
be
doesn't.
difficult.
He needs, it will be difficult.
No, to bet against him.
It would be difficult to bet against Yentil, definitely. But then, it's going to come down to details, Is Bals going to get that cheesy bunker? Does Yentil see that and crashes his move after? How does that mentally fit?
I think the port tack is where we're going to see.
Yeah.
If Bals can deliver on the port tack, he could put it. He could pull it together. Or if Yentil can deliver on the port tack, because I think Yentil's starboard tack is going to be strong.
Yes, exactly. I think the port tack could make the difference here.
So we're talking way in for Yentil Kers. That was probably where he's going to get some big points. Bals Muller needs to keep it together for one more heat. He's already done the business, though. 4th place guaranteed in Fuerteventura 2023. But could he get on the podium? I mean, that would be, I think, for the whole freestyle community, they'd be happy. I think even Yentil would be happy if Bals made it onto the podium. Here we go. Bals Muller, switch stance on the way in.
One-handed burner. Easy start. Good start.
Are we going to see a double to kick things off from Yentil Kers? It wouldn't surprise me. Big one-handed burner. So he's upped the score of Bals Muller there. Is that what he's going to do the whole way around? Good luck on the cheesy bunker.
Exactly. I mean, there's some stunt ramps coming in now and then. Ooh, he wants the cheesy
he's
bunker.
Thinking about it.
Smart punch. 360. Nice one. Very nice. Pasco.
Oh, flat.
Oh, flat. Exactly. That's what I just wanted to say. Pretty impressive, It's the first Pasco we've seen landed today.
Yeah.
Bals got close to one, but they jump it around.
That's pretty
like
mad.
else.
You see Pasco's left, right, and centre when there's a few stunt ramps around, but when it's flat like this, that's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive.
And that's the side we would say maybe if Yentil struggles is going to be on the way out. So let's see how that comes in as scores as well. Are they going to be gentle on the landing because it was a little bit wet, or are they harsh? I mean, it's.
Oh, is that Kulo in the beginning? I thought it was my bad.
No, it was a burner one-handed.
That's what I thought.
Well, double Kulo. Yeah, gets it. Not as good as last time. Yentil, double Kulo. Of course, gets it as well. So, at the moment, 3-0 for Yentil, I would say. It definitely got breezier again. Maybe still a bit holy, but it seems like the gusts are definitely stronger again. There was a little moment where it dropped, and now we were just looking outside, and it definitely looked windier. So, yeah.
Just refreshing the scores at the moment. I'm struggling a little bit.
Exactly. I mean, on the live stream says 16.4 and 14.8, so pretty close. But I thought for a second that we're gonna see a shifty. That would be crazy, but it isn't. So
it wouldn't put it past him, would you? So
close.
Get it.
Doesn't get it. Would have been so good.
So
that's
there we
what
go.
He needed it.
So definitely advantage Yentil Kers at the moment. 5.6 for his first burner versus 4.8 for the burner from Bals. 6.5 for the double Kulo versus 5.7 from Bals on his double Kulo. And then the 4.2 future from Bals versus the Pasco 4.4. So even though the technical difficulty to do a flat is harder, the Pasco itself was not great.
No, it was
it's hard to judge that, but yeah.
Spot Kulo, perfect. I mean,
And for people who don't know how the judging works, all the moves are scored on a technical difficulty, and all the judges do is put an execution score out of 10. Is that right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you have 3 judges, they all put in, and then it does technical difficulty times the execution of the move. So the judges aren't giving the final score, they're just giving the technical score, the style points, basically. Hoppa. Future. Yeah, I mean, at the moment...
Yeah, he's smooth, isn't he?
Yes.
Yentel Kers, very difficult to shake him. I mean, he's so good. I mean, anyone would have probably put him in the final. If you'd have had to pick 2 riders before this competition, he would have been my safe bet, like, to be up there.
Yeah, him and Leonard, but then they met in the semi-final.
100%,
so.
Yeah.
I
mean,
Bosson
this is
we
not
didn't
counting
know.
out Bosson. He's
Exactly,
also
he's been sailing
consistent.
amazing.
But Yentel, he's always there. He's never far away.
What is Bals gonna do?
He went for the new moves.
Yes.
I did tell you the third heat is always the danger heat with Bals.
Exactly. I mean, Yentel on the other side, let's not take it away. Bals maybe needs to start thinking out of the box. He's at 31.3 points
That was like
already.
a silly salmon or whatever. What was
Yes.
that?
Burner, ooh. Almost got it, actually, with no wind.
Yeah, he's already got a 5.6, a 6.5 and a 5.9 on the way in, so nearly 18 points on starboard tack. He's already on 13.8 on port tack. He's on 31.3 points in this wind with still the halfway point.
We say that, but Bals did before get to 32.5.
By the end of the heat.
By the end of the heat.
Yentel is already there at the halfway point. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, he has stomped the beginning of this heat, is what I'm trying to say.
Exactly. But
he's on a roll right now. So
boom.
This
Nice.
could be the end of Bals Muller's run. But what it is good news for us, guys. I was about to say, it's good news for you guys at home because he will put on a show now and we might see some craziness.
Exactly. I mean, it would have been cool that he landed at Pasco, gets it close, gets it entertaining. It's going to be entertaining no matter what.
Yeah,
But
we still
at
got
the
2
moment,
minutes
it's
50.
a big gap to overcome. And Yentel definitely didn't get sucked away into the funny part. He has a serious face on, while Bals is maybe a bit more fun. Kabi, well, just a Kono. I mean, that's a solid
Clinical.
hit by Yentel, isn't it?
Clinical, absolute clinical. 32.3 points already for Yentel Kers. He's had 1 crash. Everything else he has absolutely nailed. So, I mean, Yentel can just cut loose now. He's got all the safe stuff in and he's on a solid score. So now we could see him really push as much as you can push in these in these conditions.
Just as much as they're pushing the drone being so low against the water.
Yeah. So Yentel probably feels pretty solid at this point. Everything's gone well.
Come on, Bals. Didn't they do a Gozada burner?
Well, we don't know. We could see anything right now. Nobody knows what we're going to see. He's
Super
definitely
long.
powered up. Bals Muller. Gozada.
Nice.
Oh, I thought he might try something.
Yeah. It was just stretching his arms.
Yeah, he had the watch down by his wrist at one point.
Exactly. Not the one you want to lose.
No.
I mean, he did better without the watch on anyway.
So 1 minute 30 on the clock. It's looking good for Yentel Kers fans, keeping his world title alive in 2024.
Air bob. Nice one.
Nice.
Yeah, Yentel keeping to his business.
Cheesy something?
Yeah, or get the Pasco. Well, I think at this point, he's just going to go mental. Whoa, 100 cheese roll.
So
Didn't
1
get it
minute to
cleanly,
go.
But
Bals
amazing
Muller
view, though, from the drone again.
is entertaining the crowds.
Exactly. I mean, conditions-wise, looks good. I think we're going to go all the way to the final. Whoppa, Yentel gets sucked in a little bit, finally.
Yeah, he can relax. He knows. He's seen a bit of Bals' what's been happening.
Exactly.
He knows what he's got on the board. He's 10 points clear. We got 40 seconds to go. And now we might see something interesting going back out. Wants to put on the last move of the heat. What will it be? Going to try and predict what he's going to go for? I'm guessing something new, Bals Muller.
Yeah, maybe the Shaka Tukan.
Yeah, maybe. We got 18 seconds to go. Bals Muller.
Told
Oh,
you.
he wanted it.
He
he wanted
wanted
the
it.
Shaka Tukan.
Yeah. I mean,
Keep your eye on him. Let's not cut away from him just yet because
no,
it's
he
not
wants to
over.
land it. Oh, got close.
Good
Not
effort.
too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, so there we
Gentle
go.
air chacho almost.
Flat water air chachu
I mean, they're
at the
starting
end.
to get in some ramps in there. It's going to be exciting.
So there we go. Yentl Cares defends his third place and now will go against Leonard Neubauer.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Yeah,
I mean,
that is a massive matchup.
Exactly.
Obviously, Leonard Neubauer's already taken out Yentl Cares in the single elimination, and Yentl Cares will want to get revenge on the Greek rider. Interestingly, we'll talk about those matchups in Silt as we look through the heat recap. Still a a solid,
yeah, it's
fun
very,
heat.
Very, very solid heat. Nice. I mean, Yentl from the take-off, like, just matched every move and made it a little bit better from Bals. So.
I can say though, if Bals had found his competition winning form from the previous heats, it would have been absolutely close.
Exactly.
I mean,
that's what I mean, you know. That's what I was saying. Middle in the heat, like, just get it close. It's entertaining, but like, imagine he gets it close and then lands one of those new tricks he tries, and that could have been the difference, you know. I mean, this was so close. That would have been a difference. If he landed that, he would have been like, okay, I can win this heat.
Totally agree.
And there he kind of lost it, and then after that, the momentum completely swung to his.
It's strange how it comes down to one move.
Yes.
He cleans that, it then gives you that, okay, we're on.
Exactly.
Because then he has to go back in, he has to come back out, then he needs to make sure he makes the next moves, and then the next move isn't as clean, and it just starts that downward spiral. It's mad how one move can change a heat.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Yentl did most of the damage on the way in, if I remember well. Let's have a look. Yeah, on the way out, on the way in, it's definitely his stronger side.
Yeah.
And,
It's going to be a tough heat, though. Leonard Neubauer, I mean, when you see that guy at the moment, he is also on another level. So it's going to be a tough matchup. And this is another tough matchup. We've seen this matchup so many times over the years. And Micah is once again coming back in the double elimination.
Exactly. 13 events entered.
Both, yeah. So very
I would
even.
say at least 10 matchups, at least.
There's been some, I mean, they've literally matched up every competition.
Yeah, at the beginning they both came together into on the scene, and in the beginning we had a few more competitors, different competitors. Ariana August was doing very good at that time. Ola Raskina was competing at that time. So in their first year they didn't have that many matchups, but I think basically from 2015 or 16 they've been matching up every single time. All right, Micah there coming in. Flaka.
So first move from Micah Hovman. Flaka in the pocket.
Ora switch Kono. I think she went
Half.
on the 4-4. Let's have a look. Let's hope the slalom guys leave a little bit upwind.
You think Oda's on the 4-4?
Yes.
Micah's on the 4-8?
Maybe actually no. I think both are on the 4-8, but Oda is not on the foil freak, so she's not really on her biggest stuff. Micah just going to her business, you know. She said she wanted to do different heats, but then on the other side I said, well, just build up your heats and then go from there.
Yeah, filling your score sheet right now is still one of the most important things.
Especially in tricky conditions.
Yeah.
Especially there. I mean, I think they will just have to need to navigate the gusts pretty well, because you see in the back they're still full on going.
Yeah, I actually thought they might have gone longer on the heats just to stop any cancellations, but we will we'll see how it pans out. There's still, like you say, plenty of gusts around.
Exactly, and once you're in the gust, they seem long enough, which is very.
There we go. Oda on the inside.
Kono. Oh, just catches that nose a bit, and Micah makes it.
Oh, advantage Micah Hovman right now.
Yeah, I felt like Oda got a bit more whip on there, but then just the nose guard, like she didn't put the toes down. That just what Micah did very well. So yeah, definitely Micah, 3 moves tried, 3 moves landed. So let's see.
Good
how that
start to the
goes.
heat for Micah Hovman on her, trying to get back up. Obviously finished second in the world last year. Oda
Yeah.
was third. So
Exactly.
if Micah could win here, she would guarantee herself second. And as you said before, she'd be happy with third, but I'm sure she'd be happier with second.
Exactly. Funnel. I mean, just building up. Building up.
Classic Micah Hovman.
Exactly. When she's on steam, it's hard to stop her. You know. Time Oda.
And Oda's still not got her own gear back, I think.
No.
It's still in Dakla or somewhere.
Unlucky Oda. Oh, Vulcan's Buckwell.
One of the slowest Spocks we've
Yes.
seen in a
Still
while.
try
But
hard.
still doesn't
I think
get a hair
Oda
wet.
just wants to get a good Shaka in now, get her confidence, then get a good Kulo in, and then the game is on. So that's a sick
nice.
Shaka.
Ooh, didn't need that.
No,
That
didn't
was
need
looking
that.
very nice until the last bit.
Forward in the meantime
Decent
for
forward.
Micah.
Decent forward for Micah Hovman. So it's definitely advantage the Dutch lady right now.
Exactly.
We
What a
got
shame.
14.6 versus 8. But the difference is Micah Hovman is filling her score sheet.
Yeah.
And she's filled it. I mean, she
Yeah.
has just filled it with that last forward dropping in. Moves her to 17.8 on the score. And now she can start to upgrade. It's a nice position to be in.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, I feel like Oda, if she would have landed that Shaka, would have been a really good score.
Well, the Shaka coming in at 3.
Shaka okay, still gave her some.
Yeah, I was
Fun
actually more than
on.
I thought.
Yeah. She just fell in the end. Oh, shove it.
Wanted the Shaka.
Yeah,
And that will
exactly.
count as a move, the shove it.
Yes, yeah, she has to be a bit careful that she doesn't run out of attempts.
Well, she's only just got to halfway.
Yeah.
So that's only, she's fine. 7 moves. She's got
Yeah.
3 more coming in.
Yeah.
4 more going out. Okay, we're going to have a quick interview while we watch this rest of this final with Bowles and Yentl on the beach.
Baz, Yentl, talk us through that heat.
Fun, only fun. Enjoying
Fun
a good session together. I mean, we were doing a heat, but we were sailing like we would fun sail close to each other,
Indeed.
trying to copy the move, trying to
He
upgrade.
was the copycat in the beginning.
Yeah, I
No, but
cannot
that's
copy
good.
the cheese roll. That's
Yeah,
impossible.
that's why I did so many cheese rolls. So you had to go out of your comfort zone and do that cheese roll. And I was supposed to do cheese roll back loop. I gave it my best, but I just didn't find the ramp for it. Next year, revenge.
We come back.
Boys, is it different sailing against a friend as opposed to someone more professional?
I mean, we're all friends, so
It's true. Like all on the tour are basically. It's such a small group. It's such a niche sport. I like this rivalry, but in the end of the day, we're gonna drink a beer together. You know?
exactly.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Yentl. Good luck in the next one, and back to Ben in the
Yes.
studio.
Ooh, just as we finish that interview, that is a big, big move. Kulo from
Heat
Oda.
is on.
It's on right now. They're the big difference makers. And that is what Micah Hovman will be looking for now. She's filled a score sheet, but filling your score sheet isn't as good as landing the big moves, the difference makers. Can she get the Shaka? She does get the Shaka
Nice
on the
Shaka.
outside. Right,
gonna
let's have a
upgrade her
refresh of the
Flaka.
scores because at the
It's
moment...
gonna get tight. Like Oda simply needs to land the third move on the way out, and then she will be taking the lead.
Yeah, Kulo coming in at 5.7.
Nice Flaka. Ooh, fully planing.
Fully planing. It's changing.
The momentum is changing,
momentum
definitely.
has definitely just changed in this heat. Micah Hovman under pressure. Oda Johanna Broodthool, 1 minute 50 to go, and she has just stepped on the gas. She will be taking the lead when that Flaka goes into the scores. She goes up to 19.9, 20.2, sorry, on the score sheet. So she has got the advantage. That big Kulo getting the score. Can Micah answer back?
She needs
Doesn't
that
get the
pulley
duck.
now. She needs a second good power move.
Could she get the Skopu? No. Big funnel,
funnel,
one-handed.
Yeah,
from-
Oda is really taking her form right now.
Yeah, she's built up this heat, actually. A different, slightly different tactics, but she is coming good with the big power moves towards the end. Micah Hovman, shove it, spark, goes down on this inside. This has definitely got Oda written all over it. Gets the Shaka as well. She's like gone into turbo mode right now.
Exactly. I mean, this is definitely, I mean, it's close, but I feel that momentum really switched with that Kulo.
Yeah, that air funnel coming in at 4.6. She's got the 5.7 Kulo. She's counting the Kono 3.7 on the way out. Shaka, forward loop, Flacker, and then just put in a better Shaka. So we're waiting for that upgrade. Goes up to 23.3 points. This is a great heat from Oda with 30 seconds to go. Could she finish with the Kono?
Yeah, but like...
Might get one more opportunity.
Can she get a good shove it spot? Can that make the difference, or is it too far out of reach? Shove it spot. No, she goes down.
There we go. It's over. Oda Johanna Broodthool defends her second place, and she will be going against Sarah Kita for the world title. Micah Hovman will finish third in the world.
Almost had it.
Nearly got it. Not an easy move, the one-handed Shaka.
A camera on the face of Oda when she finds out she won.
Yeah, that was a big heat, deservedly so as well. She smashed that thing. Absolutely smashed it.
Kept her cool.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't start off really good, eh?
No.
She had a bad start, whatever could go wrong, everything just fell off. And that Kulo, that's what changed everything.
Yeah.
She really got an amazing heat together.
Yeah, it's interesting. You see all the counting moves for Oda were the last three she tried, and all the counting moves from Micah were pretty much the first she tried.
Exactly.
So that just kind of shows you the momentum of that heat.
Exactly.
And it wasn't that bad for Oda, but everything was a bit wet. It wasn't quite coming off.
Exactly. So it was really, yeah. Yeah, Micah started off really good, and then couldn't really find her full momentum. She'll be happy with third.
Yeah.
She'll take a lot of lessons out of it. She did come quite late to Fuerteventura because of work and all the stuff, so I think she had a bit less momentum. Oda's been sailing a lot. She went to Dahab, not Dahab.
Oh, that was the difference.
Exactly.
There's that Kulo, and that is the difference between third in the world, probably. There was a few more moves after it, actually, because this is when the momentum changed.
Exactly. After that, she just switched into gear and did everything perfectly.
Yeah, look at that. That was the end of the heat. She just started smashing out the moves. Good extension on that shove it spot, though. I do like the style she's got on it. But there we go. Micah Hovman will be third in the world in 2024. Who will be second and first? Well, we'll have to find out, because Oda, if she wants to win the world title in 2024, she will have to beat Sarah Kita twice, which beating her once is hard. Beating her twice, I don't know. I think that's never happened before.
If she keeps this form, though.
Yeah, there's a chance. There's always a chance, but it has never happened before. So it would be a first. And
she was very close in the single. Let's see.
Yeah. So here we go.
This is an epic heat.
Yeah, massive matchup coming out now. Two of the hottest talents in freestyle at the moment. Leonard Neubauer going against Yentil Kers. These two had that famous battle over in Silt. In the first round, Leonard took out Yentil Kers. He went on to win the single elimination. Yentil Kers came back through the double, basically beating everyone until he got against Leonard again, and then lost again. So maybe the momentum is with Leonard, because actually in the single elimination here, it was Leonard again that beat Kers. So Kers is hungry for the win now. The last three matchups he has lost against this young talent from Greece. Can he do it here in Furta? He's going to be firing, no doubt about it. But Leonard Neubauer is definitely the talk of the town right now.
All right, Leonard Spokulo to start things off. Poof.
That's a start. Full plane in spot Kulo from Leonard Neubauer. That is the way you want to start the heat.
Exactly.
He actually said yesterday, he said, look, I start heats differently against different people. When I come up against Yentil, I don't even think. I just go for the hardest moves I've got.
Yes.
He says you just can't relax. You're not filling your scorecard against Yentil Kers. You are throwing down the big moves.
Exactly. Oda in the meantime looking.
Yeah.
Leonard is fresh. Oda's super, super happy.
Yeah, look at her
Very
face.
nice to
She
see.
looks happy, and rightly so. Second in the world. Okay, we just wait for this move before we go to the interview. Oh, there we go. Leonard Neubauer is kicking off. Right, let's go quickly to an interview with at least second in the world, Oda Johanna Broodthool. Let's go and see what she had to say.
Oda, for the first time in a really long time, through to the final. How does it feel?
Feels amazing. I was like really skeptical. I was like, oh, it's so light, but it went well. I got the coolers, got my moves in, and if I didn't do it perfect, try it again. And I felt stoked and enjoyed, and I reached my goal. I'm stoked.
You've got Sarah now. If you beat her in the final, it makes it a super final. How do you feel about that?
I will just do my best. Sarah is, like last time, it was a close one because the conditions are just hard. Like she should destroy me, but I'm gonna try to give her a battle.
Well, good luck for that, and back to Ben in the studio.
Thank you.
There we go, Hapa Oda. Look at this guy, man. Leonard Neubauer is absolutely smashing this heat so far. Jens Kers, he's sailing all right, but not up to what we know he's capable of doing, and not enough at the moment to beat Leonard Neubauer. He's going to need a shift in this heat, because at the moment, this guy just looks so relaxed. He just knows what he's doing. The scores are just insane. Look at this. We've got that Flacker Ponch coming in 6-8. Spot Kulo 6-3. Double Kulo 6-9. On to 20 points with 3 moves. I mean, what else can you do? Yentel Kers, double Kulo, 4-8. Spot Kulo, 4-7. Shaka, 4-6. You know, they're all in the 4s. Yentel Kers needs to find something extra right now, because on every move, Neubauer's took 2 points out of him. On every move. That's ridiculous.
It's crazy. Spokulo? Oh my god.
Spot Kulo on the outside. Oh, and somehow...
Saves it.
Well, yeah, but he landed it.
Yeah, I think it went into the next wave.
And then the nose kind of went under, but I mean, he landed it clean.
On the way out, I mean, absolutely putting on a clinic. He said yesterday or the day before he was second, and he was like, well, I didn't come here to become second. So
yeah,
he's on a mission. I think he's on a 5-2. I think Yentel is on a 4-8.
I've got to say, I'll wait for him to bust out the move on the inside, but Rafa on the camera asked him earlier, he said, are you hungry? He goes, no, I just ate breakfast. I was like... And he's like, not a joke, he was genuinely being serious. I was like, that's a classic. Absolute classic.
Amazing. I mean, still Yentel is on 23.5.
Yeah, but...
sick Pasco.
Wow,
this is what we need.
Pasco.
This is what we need to see. Because that really can switch a momentum. Remember, the heat before, beginning was different. Flaka, Shaka. Wow, perfectly.
Absolute perfection. He hasn't put a foot wrong, has he?
Not a
that spot
single
Kulo on the
crash
way out coming in at 5.1 because of that, little moment. But the execution was actually
pretty good. He just was unlucky that he landed into the next wave, I would say.
So will we see a shift at the moment? The first move to go over 4 points from Yentel was the last one. That's a big one-handed burner 3 from Yentel
Grabbing
Kers.
some momentum, so it's close, 30.5.
Yeah, but the problem is that Pasco's a 7. That's his big score. Everything else has been in the 4s.
Yes.
If you look at the other side of the draw, the advantage is with Neubauer, but we've got 3 minutes 20 to go. We know what he's capable of on starboard tack, and he's going to need to find that big double Kulo. He's going to need to find the double moves, funnel burner. He needs to find something big, because Leonard Neubauer at the moment is about to go over 30 points. Mark my words. Here we go. All eyes. No, he's not going to go over 30 points just yet. First mistake from Leonard Neubauer. So like I said, on the scores at the moment, he's losing, but he is missing one whole score on the way in. With what he's capable of, you're probably putting in a low score from him on the way in would be a 5. That would be a low score. And even that would put him to 35 points.
Yes.
So that's kind of what we're looking at. So even though Yentel Kers is leading right now, the advantage is with Leonard Neubauer. Here we go.
Yentel. He's going to need to get those double power moves in.
Yeah.
That's going to be what needs for Yentel.
So, Leonard, what's he got on the outside? I mean, that big Pasco's definitely
yeah.
Needed that. That's keeping him in the game right now.
Exactly. And that's not something easy to replicate. Good
There's
gust
plenty of
coming. He
wind
wants
out
the
here.
shifty.
Are we going to see the shifty on the outside? Leonard Neubauer on
too
the
far
flat water.
out.
No, it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
He's gone out of the area.
Yeah.
We could see the shifty from Yentl. You never know.
He might get air chat.
Oh, no-handed air chachu, but
Jesus.
that didn't come off.
No, that was a good crash. That's what you want to see if you're in Leonard's
Leonard still
position.
needs a move on the way in. You know, he
1.5
still has to
minutes
land
going.
it. Still has to land it. It doesn't need to be much. It needs to be a 2-point move.
Oh,
I tell you what, it's not over. There's
not
no
over.
guarantees in this game. There is no guarantees, and you know what? Oh, no. On the way in, he's had 4 moves. He's still got 3 chances to go, but time is ticking down. 1 minute 20. Literally just needs a move.
Yeah.
But that's provided we don't get an upgrade.
Exactly.
From Yentl Kers.
You don't. He doesn't know what Yentl has done.
And he's about to upgrade, is he?
Bravo,
Yes,
Kulo,
he
nice.
is. I tell you what, the momentum is still in the balance right now. This guy needs to land something decent on the way in. He's got a hell of a lead. But Yentl Kers is coming back strong here. Absolutely strong.
Exactly.
Needs it.
Burner.
Needs it.
360.
Gets it.
Yeah. It's going to get close. Yentl is at 33.4.
Well, Yentl, like I said, he's got that Pasco on the way out. Something big on the way out now. If he could possibly get a move on the way in, it's not all over. It's a big... Oh, he's a little bit wet. That was big.
But it was big.
It was big. Judges
Shove
don't
it air
like the
spot,
wetness,
kinda.
though.
Pasco, ooh, that might be it.
That could be the nail in the coffin right there,
That could
Dieter.
have been the difference.
We were trying to egg it up, but that just happened super quick at the end. Double Kulo coming in at 6.7 for Yentl Kers, taking him on to 33.4. But Leonard Neubauer has moved up to 34.6 without the Pasco. Spot Kulo at the end from Yentl Kers. Kono, I think it was, from Leonard Neubauer. Will that make a difference? We're going to do some quick maths. There needs to be a 2-point shift. He needs to find...
improve the air bob, I think.
But it's not sevens, is it? It's not sevens.
No.
The Spot Kulo.
No,
It's close. It's going to be closer than it looked like it was being. There was a hell of a run at the end from Yentl Kers, but by my quick maths, I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Leonard Neubauer has done enough towards the end of that heat to stay ahead.
Yeah, if I looked at Spot Kulo from Leonard in the beginning, it will be like a 6-3 max for Yentl's.
Yeah, Spot Kulo coming in at 5.9. He puts it between 0.9 of a point, so super close. Really wasn't much in it.
Without that Pasco, it wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, needed the Pasco.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 1 point. Yeah, without the Pasco, it would not have happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
If that, without the Pasco and if Yentl a little bit cleaner on that shove it, for me, if we see it back, it's more like a shove it air spot than a shove it spot. He was completely around before he
That
landed.
Pasco just saved Leonard Neubauer.
Exactly.
The last move from Leonard. The
Amazing.
last move.
Amazing. I mean, Yentl really fought amazingly back.
Yeah.
You know, after the first 2 minutes, you're like, oh, it's all Leonard. This is done and dusted. And it just got super excited. Look, that's shove it air spot.
Yeah, if he lands that.
If he lands that clean and...
He does it. I mean, that was it.
Yeah.
Those 2 moves.
Yeah, that was it.
Right there, that was the heat.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the Spot Kulo as well obviously helped Yentl get to that point. What a heat.
Yeah,
what a heat.
What a heat. Heat
But
is on.
we have to talk about it. That's 4-0 to Leonard Neubauer in the last 4 heats. That is mentally tough. Next heat, big heat again. Oda taking on Sarakita Offringa. Obviously, these two, the best of friends. And in the single elimination, at one point, we actually thought Oda had taken down Sarakita. It was so close.
Yeah.
Well, does he know how close it was? Does he know it went down to the last Pasco that he did that got him the win? I don't think he does, but...
No, that was close.
Amazing heat. Like I said, that could have been a final on any competition.
Any heat now is a final. We're in the top 3. These are the best freestylers in the world.
100%.
Anyone can beat anyone.
It's official. It's official. That's going to be hard to take for Yentl. He's going to watch that heat back. He's going to have nightmares about just tiniest of not even mistakes, just tiniest of things that could have gone differently.
On one side, yes. On the other side, if you see how good he came back, he can look back at that heat and be like pretty proud.
I'm sure he's going to be upset.
Yeah, of course.
35.1 versus 36. Here we go.
All right.
Sarah Keita. What are we going to see from Sarah Keita today?
The travel buddies against each other. Switch.
Are we seeing Berner to kick things off?
Of course. She wants. Oh,
no.
Piñeta.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
That's probably thrown Oda. She's like, hey.
What did she do now?
No, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah. Who do they usually play? They play to Magdalena and...
Macarena.
No,
Lovely
Magdalena
holiday.
and the thing they're always playing.
Lovely
nice
holiday.
Air Flaka-ish.
So it looks like she's wanting to put some scores in, just in
Exactly.
case.
But be careful, because
Yeah.
once Oda is on steam, that's a little bit what Mike did, and you run out of time of other things.
Yeah, I think she just wants to get something in the bag, because you
Yes.
never know, do you? You know,
No,
you try that
espe-
first burner, it doesn't go well. Then maybe something else, you're like, oh, hang on a minute, you've lost 2 minutes and you've got
Exactly.
nothing in the bag. So I think
Like
a couple
Oda
of
now.
moves.
Oda has
moves is
nothing
good.
in the bags yet.
Yeah.
She has done 2 dead runs.
Yeah.
So it's...
She's probably thinking she needs to go big. I need to go big. I need to go big.
and that's
You're like,
sometimes
yeah.
dangerous, you
Yeah.
know, because sometimes you look at the end, you're like, oh, if I just done my normal heat.
100%.
won against her.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very happy that wind kicked in nicely again. That was some amazing heats.
So if everyone's just tuning in, it's the final of the freestyle here in Fuerteventura, and this is the world title battle. Guaranteed second place for the loser of this heat, but the world title for the winner of the competition. It won't be the winner of this heat. Well, if it's Sarah Keita, it will. If it's Oda, they will have to go to a super final. Wind has dropped off a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like they're misreading the gust a little bit, because I think the gusts are still pretty good. I mean, that's very easy.
Oh,
You see?
crikey. I thought we were going to have a catapult into each other then.
Got close. Probably having a coffee out there. Not really. It's funny, like, you can be the best friends on the beach, but then when you're sailing a heat, you're like...
Yeah, I can't be like Bosson, I don't think.
No.
It's impressive to be
Come
able to
on,
do
Oda.
that.
Get this
Yeah.
party started.
Yeah, we've lost a couple
That's
of minutes.
what I mean. Shaka, nice.
There we go.
Straight away of a good start there.
We are on. We are scoring.
Exactly. Come on, wind. Keep going. That sail still looks pretty new.
There we go, Sarah Keita. What are we looking at here on the outside?
She's going to go for a shaka as well. Here you go. There's the ramp. Oh, thought she had the ramp there. Opa, nice one. Very good
Nice.
style.
Didn't look like missing, did she? Didn't look like missing.
No, it's impressive how she can keep the motivation. And it's still, I feel, it's still her favorite discipline
Yeah.
from all.
She pretty much, I asked her the other day, she said the same thing. She's a freestyler.
Yeah.
That's where the heart is, that's where everything is. Everything else is around it, but that essentially is why she's still motivated.
Yeah. She's still pushing, you know. That's
Yeah.
Kulo the other day was really impressive.
Same. So I think we did the freestyle expression session last year, and she might have even
Got second or something.
beat the guys
Beat
like
me
a
by
no-handed Kulo or,
Yeah.
or something like this.
Exactly, no-handed Kulo. Oh, at the moment, Oda with one trick halfway the heat. She has been
There's
playing
a
a
gust,
bit too
though.
safe.
There's the
maybe.
wind.
Yeah, it's good gust, still plenty enough. I'm pretty sure this is gonna go through. Ooh, just missing that duck.
It's just not going well, is it? Sometimes it's like that. You think the pressure would be off, but sometimes that's worse.
Yeah.
You know, because
Funnel.
people always say, yeah, but you've got Kloster, you've got this, the pressure's off. But that pressure is sometimes the bit that makes you perform.
Exactly.
You know? Like when you go against someone that's that tough and you kind of feel relaxed, it does have a negative effect on some people.
Exactly. Oda jump Flaka. Oof.
Yeah, you know, there's a difference. You know, she knows she's got a really good chance Wow, there we go.
So nice.
Just the old Spock, but still love a good Spock. You know, beating Micah, these two have got the battle. That's the one she wants. And it's almost
Exactly.
like once you get that goal, it's like the relaxation comes in. And it's strange how it works, actually.
Exactly. I mean, you can put a lot of focus on that, and then it takes so much energy without you noticing. And then, especially if conditions are on the edge, that makes it very, very difficult.
You see it in the surfing when they kind of fired up to beat Kelly, or they get more fired up to beat who they think they could do because he's getting a bit older now. And then once they get it, they're like, oh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then the next heat, you're like, oh, now you got your pathway through because you got the good
It
ranking.
goes different ways,
and then
doesn't
suddenly you're like, come on, what are you doing?
It's a strange psychological game competing. It's never as easy as it looks. It's never exactly what you would think. Until you've done it, you don't know what type of person you are as well. I mean, I've found out lots about myself competing. It's like, I know you're a bit of a machine in competition. You kind of step up the level, you know, and everyone's different.
Exactly.
These two are definitely hearty competitors, that's for sure. I mean, they're just busting through the moves here. I think Oda's getting a bit frustrated.
Yeah. I think she wants a little bit more win, but then on the other hand, Sarah is filling up the score sheet. And they're not going to cancel this. Oh, Kulo, come on. Turn on the heat. Oh, that would have been the first power move this heat. I mean, that would have been big, but she is running out of time.
Well, Sarah Keeter has filled her score sheet. 3 moves on each tack, flawless execution. Now we might see her going for the more power moves.
Yeah, if she finds the power, for sure. I think that's the thing.
She got the bonker?
I think she's done a few, but I think it needs a bit more wind for the bonker.
Are we going to see more cheese rolls? That's my question.
I don't know. I don't think.
You don't think?
I'm not going to do one.
I'm just wondering who will be the other freestyler to do the cheese rolls, you know, because he really is, well, not the only one, but he's the one doing it the best right now.
Oh, nice flaka. Okay. Come on, Oda. Get back into it. Get a Kulo.
I'm actually watching this type of freestyle. I'm keen to get back into freestyle.
Kulo, nice.
When I watch you guys, I'm like, I like the slidey style.
Yes. It has something. A non-power move for me.
Yeah.
You know?
For my old.
I mean, there's still gas. I mean, look at.
Yeah, now there's wind here. Sarah Keeter, what we got? Punch. Bit of a swell.
Yeah, she mistimed it a little bit.
Knee blower out her.
Yeah, I mean 19.8 points. Let's not take it away from her. It's a
but she's done what she needs to do in the conditions, and that's the thing. You've got to change your heat sometimes for the conditions. You know, there's still wind, but the sea state isn't as crazy, so sliding moves are all the go.
Yeah. Oda is
well,
bit of a shame.
She's not going to be happy with that heat for sure, but what she will be happy with is she is second in the world in 2024. But there we go, finishing in style. Sarah Keeter finishes with a culo, and she will be the 2024 Freestyle World Champion. Vice World Champion Oda Johanna Broodthool and Micah Hovman in third place.
Exactly.
Solid. Very solid result from all the women.
She wants the spot Kulo still. Yeah, I felt like they got a little bit unlucky. I felt like in the middle of the heat that the wind really went down. I feel like towards the end they definitely got more wind.
Is that Adrian Bosson running up the beach?
I don't hope so.
I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. He's in the next heat. He's
I
in
was going to say, that's not what you want to be doing, like a couple of minutes before you heat. You just run all the way. Or maybe you run from just the...
No.
Oh, I don't know.
No, he's running to get into the water.
Okay.
He still has to...
So there we go. That is the world title podium for 2024. Obviously, Sarah Keeter on the top. Oda, as I said, in second. Micah Hovman in third place. And we got to mention Lisa Kloster. Good performance from her in the single elimination. You know, puts her in fourth in the world, which is a solid result.
Good in the double as well. Just missed out, you know. I think she sailed all very solid heats for the conditions they were. She did a gozada. She did different stuff. So I can't take it away. But the queen is the queen.
It's difficult
One
now
more.
because we do have the men's final coming up. Adrian Bosson going against Leonard Neubauer in the single elimination. It was Adrian Bosson that took down Leonard Neubauer. How did these conditions suit both riders, Dieter?
I don't know, actually. Like, we're saying that they're going on, but I see Leonard's gear still on the beach.
Maybe there's a heat break.
Yeah, I mean, what we saw before, I would say everything is going towards Leonard, but Bosson is an absolute competition machine. Since, I reckon, 2017 or 16, he just stepped up. He got 2
Yeah.
podiums in 1 season, and since then he's been up there. He hasn't put almost a single foot wrong since then. He's got a world title, got 3rd last year, got here 2nd. He's been up there every single time since then. It's pretty impressive.
We're talking to that. What about this girl? 15 times freestyle world champion. Is that insane or what?
That's absolutely insane. So it's 15 in freestyle. She's at 3 in
15.
wave.
I've lost count.
Yes.
I've literally lost count. I didn't even know it was 15. I was like, how do you get 15? That's just bonkers, isn't it?
Back to back.
Yeah, back to back. No mess ups. I think she lost 1 heat against Micah in
I
Bonaire.
think she lost 1 heat in Bonaire, didn't she?
I
Got
thought she
close
nearly
one
lost
to-
1 here,
yeah,
but I
very
don't-
close.
It could have been in the double, maybe.
All right, Bosson.
Future to kick things off. Double culo.
Double
Was
or
it spot
culo?
Spot culo,
Spot
sorry.
culo.
He likes to start with the spot culo.
Yes, it's a good one. It's a nice one to have in the bag. So 4-8 against 5-2. Leonard is a pretty big person, though.
Leonard's on 5-2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's on 5-2. I would be very surprised if he isn't.
Interesting.
He likes to sail big. He's not afraid to go to a big sail.
No.
He's not afraid to take a 5-6.
It's a good attitude to have that.
Yeah. It's like, it's 5-2, it's 5-2.
I do
4-8.
see some riders that get a bit of...
Flaka point she wants.
Oh,
Wow,
that was a
so
good one.
good, so
that was
controlled.
a good one. That looks slick.
In these conditions, it is not easy, and he's been landing every single one of them. Spoku.
Ooh, just missed the takeoff. Just
Exactly.
missed the takeoff on that culo for Bosson. And that moment there is the difference where the heat starts to go, ooh, you
It's
feel
early.
the pressure. It's early, but you feel the pressure against someone like Leonard Neubauer.
Yeah.
You know, he now knows you've got one less chance. You know, like time has slipped away. Everything's eating you up here. You know you're against this guy. You know you're in the leading position. This first one is where you want to take it to him. You don't want to take it to that super final.
No, he wants to win that first one. That's definitely something I have to agree with. And he's been a lot in this position, and he's let it slip through his fingers a few times now, Fuerte. Winning the single and then losing out in the double.
Here we go. Plenty of breeze here for Bosson, though.
Spock, shove it, Spock. Oh, sick one. Leonard wanted the double culo, didn't get it. Yes. Oh, it's a good battle coming up. Well, it's a good battle at the moment.
Yeah.
It's not coming up, it's here.
Flaka Ponch coming in at 6.5. Spot Kulo coming in at 6.2. The future from Bosson 4.6. And we're just waiting for that shove it Spock. So it's definitely advantage Leonard with all moves above 5 at the moment. The Kulo coming in at 5. He wants the double Kulo. Shove it Spock coming in at 5.9.
I reckon a Flaka Shaka. Yeah, we just missed it for a touch there. But I think he got a Flaka Shaka in as well. So
It's a good score.
yeah, it's a good score. 23.3 points already.
Yeah, he is.
Bosson, no one at burner or burner 360. Ah, just misses out.
These moments is where you feel it slipping.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to be so clinical at this stage of this competition with when you're against Leonard Neubauer. We saw with Jentel Kers, though, you can come back when you get on that run.
Yeah, nice Flaka Shaka, super clean.
Flaka Shaka coming in at 6 points with a minus 0.4.
Very important to know, though, is Bosson needs to be beaten twice. So if Leonard wins this heat, we're going to go into a super
That's the
final.
double Kulo. It's looking pretty ominous right now.
At the moment it is, but remember how close Yento got, so it ain't over till the last moment, you know.
Yeah, but Yentl was already busting out the 4-point moves. At the moment, Bosson is having too many lower points. A crash, a 2.4 burner, and Leonard Neubauer is just not making mistakes.
At the moment, not. But it's he got close.
Well, the Spock is not
double
technically.
Kulo 7.2.
The double Kulo 7.2. He's already on 18.5 on the way in, but
Burner 360. He's gonna need a little bit more. Burner is not gonna cut the case at the moment.
Yeah.
If you would be looking at the points, but then it's a confident booster as well, you know. Like on the other side, there are some ramps coming in. So Bosson, you get a Pasco, you get an air chacho.
just to keep you updated, Leonard Neubauer is above 33 points with a cabbie just landed. It's going to be a big score, that's for sure, because he's counting a 2.5 Spock on the way out.
He did a cabbie on the way out. That's
On the way
impressive.
in, cabbie on the way in.
Okay. Yeah, but on the way in, he's gonna upgrade his
He'll
score a
upgrade
little
the Kulo.
bit, but not that much.
Yeah, but 34 points counting a Spock 2.5.
Yes.
So we're expecting to see probably 37 plus points if he gets something half decent. It's looking like he's having a good run here. With 3 minutes to go, I do feel we're already going to the super final. I know it's early days, but I just feel the way this guy is sailing right now, he has got the bit between his teeth. A lot of people before this event kicked off had his name on the win. He hasn't done it yet. Still plenty of time to go, but he's looking pretty good.
That's going to put him into 36 points.
Literally has not got his hair wet the whole heat. The only mistake he had was that Spock when he wanted the Spock Kulo.
Remember the single, though. It was all looking towards Leonard as well. And Bosson turned it around in the last little bits. He got a sick bonka.
Well, we know this guy's got the skills.
Air funnel. Oh, funnel.
This guy's got the skills to do it. But he's 37.1 points for Leonard Neubauer at the moment. And he's still got 2 minutes to do any upgrades that he thinks he might need. Scoring a Spot Kulo on the inside, double Kulo and a Kabakuchi. We've got Kulo on the outside and Flakka Shaka, Flakka Ponch.
He'll probably be looking for a Pasco to seal it off. Or a shifty.
Yeah.
Like in his warm-up, he almost did a shifty of the inside wave.
Spock
Kulo. He wants that Spot Kulo, but not that easy. Air funnel burner. Air funnel burner. Perfect. Called it.
He is.
And he's feeling it. I told you, Leonard.
He is like dancing in his head right now. He's like, yeah, boy.
He almost can come in, take a break, get some drinks.
38.6 points right now, counting a 5.5 Kulo and a 5.6 Flakka Shaka because of the diversity points minused. So he could upgrade still on the way out if he finds the Pasco.
Or shifty. I think he
or
was
shifty.
looking
I mean,
for
if
a
he finds the shifty.
Oh, bonka.
Oh, it's a slonka.
Into the drone almost.
It's a slonka.
I mean, if you really look at that in a replay, it's going to be absolutely so close to the drone.
Well, he has put on a serious show here with 1 minute to
lead.
go. Wow.
10-point lead.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's massive.
I mean, no doubt about it. Bosson has got the skills, but he knows it's not going as he would have liked at this point.
But he has another chance.
Yeah.
Back to zero after this.
What do you do now? You know you got 30 seconds to go. You just try coming in. Are you just resetting? Or are you going to try something just in case?
Just in case you would try something. Because you never know. Double burner.
Never give up. Never back down.
No. Chacho.
Oh, that would have been a pretty sick finish, but you know, and then he ends with a crash, and it's like I don't know how mentally tough it is, isn't it? You've got to try and find that momentum, and now we already have it. He's already won against Yentl. He's now won against Bosson.
Just to
that's
top things
huge.
off
That
on the
score
last
is probably going to go close to 40 points.
Yeah.
If not, maybe over.
Close to 40. I think he has a Kulo 5.5. That's Kulo will be like a 6 and a bit. So for these conditions, absolutely bonkers.
Yeah. Yeah, 39.3 he finishes with.
Yeah.
He's the only guy to go over 40 points this whole competition. He did it twice.
Twice? Twice? I
Twice.
believe you.
No, he did it twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
2 heats in a row. It's pretty ridiculous.
I mean, basically the only hiccup he did was in the final against Bosson.
Yeah.
That was maybe his least good heat, and then when it was Bosson's best heat. But I remember, like, Bosson is, like, during the event, he never really had a super high heat, but then in the final, he does always.
He
get
delivers.
it.
He always delivers. There's no doubt about it. Bosson. I always remember asking you, I was talking about Simmer and sponsoring years and years ago, and you went, Adrian Bosson, keep your eye on him.
Yeah.
And actually from that moment, he literally just, the next few years, he just came from nowhere for some people, if you're not really into the freestyle, and he just delivered, man. He was just killing it.
Yeah.
You know, Galito left, everyone's like, oh my God, Galito's left. What are Duotone going to do?
Yeah. And
Adrian
then he was
Bosson.
like, hello.
Hello, I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
So it was pretty impressive.
I'll
So
solve
there
your
we
problem.
go. There we go. The first one goes to Leonard Neubauer. So has he won? No, he hasn't, because that means Adrian Bosson won the single. Leonard Neubauer wins the double. It's 1 each. So we now need to find out who will be the champion, and they will go again in the super final. Whoever wins the next final, which will be a rematch between these two, will take the win here in Fuerte and be leading the world title race going into Silt. He looks very relaxed.
He knows what he
Too relaxed if I was against him. I'd be like, why does he look so relaxed? Well, when you look at a heat like he's just laid down, it's not difficult to see, man. You've got skills.
Well, I mean, that was his best heat so far, and actually, in these conditions, he just excelled.
Yeah.
I mean, for these conditions. Let's see which size he's on. If we can get to see, I'm pretty sure he's on a 5'2".
How's your eyesight?
Bad.
5'7". No, I'm joking.
No.
No, I know.
You would joke, but he sails a 5'6" quite often as well. I don't know, it would be interesting to see his sail.
Well, we can get maybe Sarah Jackson to ask him.
Yeah, exactly.
That might be the way to go, because...
But I'm 90% sure he's on a 5'2".
Impressive performance, whatever sail he's on. But like you say, it's almost more impressive if he's on a bigger sail. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think what I'm saying is that I feel like he's not afraid to take a big sail. And I think maybe... Let's
Okay,
see
we're going to
what
go
he
down the
says.
beach, but hopefully Sarah Jackson can ask him what size kit he's on. That would be quite interesting. Over to Sarah Jackson on the beach.
The first question from Ben is, what size gear are you on?
I'm on 5'2",
There you go, Ben. Lennart, how does it feel to take down Bosson, force the super final?
I had a very good heat. I feel like the conditions were just perfect for my gear, and I felt very in the rhythm. Not quite sure what moves he did, but I felt very, very comfortable, and I'm just gonna repeat it one more time.
Well, good luck.
Thank you very much.
There we go. 5'2" and the 93. I think he said he was like 85, 86, 87 kilos or something like that. I thought he might be heavier than that, but cause he's a big lad, isn't he? He's fit, but he's big.
He's big. He
like
grew up so
look
fast.
Look at the stadium. He's like, what's that film?
I don't know
Avatar.
Avatar, yeah.
No, but he's a big fella. It's quite interesting to see. You kind of associate freestyle with small, sort of nimble guys, but he is a big fella, no doubt about it.
Amato's still the year he won, he was also around that.
No, there's a couple of the big boys doing good. That's for sure. I mean, super fit. Came back from injury. We were talking about it yesterday. He's always had the talent as a young kid as well. We've seen him. I remember turning up at Silver Planet for the towing and stuff like this, and he was just delivering some crazy stuff behind the boat. And he was 16, I think, years old.
Yeah,
15,
I think
16 or something.
It's crazy. I mean, the injury put him off a year because this is, if you look at the stat, his 8th event only. He's already won. On the 7th event, he won already. He's been vice world champion. He's vice world champion. And now he's going for his 2nd back-to-back event win.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
And he's the youngest of all the guys within the top 8.
It's looking pretty ominous, isn't it, for a few years? Because, I was saying this also, he's so focused for how old he is. Like, he's got an old head, on a kind of young body. Like I listen to how he's analysing stuff, how he's thinking about stuff, how he's preparing, how he kind of focuses, and he really seems like he's got his head super in the game. He knows what he wants. He's really driven.
Yeah, I mean that's maybe the thing of getting that severe injury that early, that you get 1 year of building up that hunger to really get better, and you really analyze everything. I don't know, maybe he didn't even watch the heats, but it just came back even better.
No, it was a really impressive stuff. Obviously sponsored by Red Bull, so there is some internals there which definitely help when you're coming back from injury. They're putting you to the right doctors, the sports psychologists, and all that sort of stuff. And I think, like you say, and also when you're injured, I've been there, you've been there, I'm guessing, but I definitely have been there. You get time to think about what you want. You know, it's an interesting, thoughtful process. What are we doing next? We're going to have a look at the Women's World Rankings. This is official now. This is done. That is the overall world rankings for freestyle. Marine Hunter, Bijou, 7th. We got Lena Schmid in 6th. Elena Dominick in 5th. Lisa Kloster in 4th. And in the podium places, Micah Hovman, 3rd in the world for 2024. We got Oda in 2nd. And Sarah Keita, once again, 15 times now, freestyle world champion. Impressive stuff. I mean, we did a fantasy windsurfing team, and she is definitely the first name on anyone's sheets. If you're going to pick one, it's pretty crazy. Okay, talking to Sarah Keita, and 15 times world champion, let's go down and get an interview with the queen of freestyle, Sarah Keita Offringa.
Sarah Keita Offringa, 15 times freestyle world champion. Talk me through it.
I'm stoked. It feels insane. I've been actually super nervous all week, and I mean, people might think that it doesn't really matter anymore, but it matters so much. That's the problem. I feel like quite a lot of pressure for it, and that tells me that I really care. So it wasn't the strongest conditions. I just had to pull out whatever I had in the bag, and I managed to get the win, and I'm super happy about that. And I'm super stoked for Uda also finishing 2nd and Mike in 3rd. So it's been a successful week, I would say.
Lighter winds, gustier. Is that more like home?
No, normally I would be well powered on my 4.8. Now it's like a little bit underpowered, and it's tricky for sure. But I have competed in these type of conditions in Fuerte before, so I just managed to stay calm and choose kind of my battles, you know. Like if I got a gust, not necessarily go for the biggest move, but just like rack up the scores, and that worked out for me. And yeah.
I guess that strategy is what's made you so successful. Well, huge congratulations. On to slalom now. How are we feeling about that?
I'm ready to go for it.
Awesome. Well, it could be 24 by the end of the week. Good luck in the slalom. And Uda, if you'd like to come over. Vice world champion, how does that feel?
It's like unreal. It feels really, really good. I've been dreaming about it since 2015. It's a long time. And being close many times. Last year I lost it by 0.3 points. It's been haunting me every day. And this year I was like, nah, let's get it. So I'm very happy.
You had a bit of a tricky start to the week. Your bags still haven't arrived. How have you faced that?
Yeah, I just checked the air tag. My bag is still in Dakla. I can't believe it. But apparently it wants to stay there. All my teammates in Severn came together, lent me gear. So in the end I was on gear that I was used to. So yeah, I didn't have a disadvantage. So it was, in the end, everything worked out.
Huge congratulations and enjoy celebrating.
Thank you.
Back to Ben in the studio.
There we go. Oda Johanna, super happy with that. It's really good to hear as well, because, you know, that's when you have to deliver. You know, you could see how much it meant to her, and you could see how much a weight off her shoulders it was. And then when she went against Sarah Keita, she kind of lost that pressure, and it didn't really help. So yeah, really good to see the girls performing and all happy chappies, for want of a better word. Right, we've still got plenty of time until the start of the men's super final between Adrian Bosson and Leonard Neubauer to find out who will be the champion of Fuerteventura 2024. So I think what we should do is let's have a look at the videos we recorded this morning. We went around the tent. We spoke to, let's see what they had to say before they went out there today.
Are you going to win?
Yes.
Welcome to day 4 here in Fuerteventura for the PWA World Cup. Yes, we're still on for freestyle and we have not finished the double elimination. We've got 5 women left in the draw and 6 men. In the women, Elena Dominick fought her way back through the double elimination, but next up she's got Micah Hovman. Above Micah Hovman, we have got Lisa Kloster sitting in 3rd place, Oda in 2nd, and Sarah Keita sitting at the top of the tree. So the podiums are not finished yet. That fight will happen today. In the men, we've got a big first heat. We've got Joop Smit going against Biles Muller. This is the big one. Whoever wins that will get to go against Sam Esteve. Then we've got Jentel Kers sitting in 3rd. In 2nd place, we have Leonard Neubauer, who is on fire at the moment. Could he, though, go on and beat the winner of the single elimination, Adrian Bosson? It's an exciting day. The conditions, as you can see behind me, is building up right now. Who will take the podium? Who will win Fuerteventura 2024? Let's go find out.
Excited to go out there and have a great time.
I mean, nerve-wracking, that's the only word, I guess. And a little bit stressful, but also exciting.
I know I can come back. It's gonna be a hard one, but I've done it before, so looking forward.
And just really enjoy having fun because I love the single elimination. I want to have that feeling also in the double.
So my plan is to keep my 2nd place first of all against whoever is gonna come up against me, and then I'm gonna try and challenge Adrian Bosson for 1st. But then I gotta beat him twice, but I think it's possible.
I'm feeling good. I'm super happy that I was able to improve from heat to heat. Super happy.
Super excited. I'm gonna try my best, and yeah, got some nice heats coming up, I think.
Yeah, so there we go. Leonard Neubauer sticking to the plan. He's going to defend his 2nd place, and then he's going to take Adrian Bosson down twice, and he thinks it's possible. Well, he has done 2 of those things. He's got 1 more to do. He'd have to beat this guy once more in this next heat. What happens now if the wind drops?
Then I think Bosson still has it.
I don't think we've ever had that, have we? Because I was just thinking off the top of my head, it would be win. What would actually happen? That's not going to happen. We're okay.
Then it's a countback, I think.
Okay. Well, this is the stats. Events entered 31 for Adrian Bosson. Win percentage 68%. Prefers going out. He's got a higher heat score, but this is all based off history. Now, if we just looked at the stats for the last 4 heats last 4 eliminations that Leonard had done, I think we would see some pretty crazy stats because the guy has been absolutely on fire. In Silt, won the single, won the double, and then here, 2nd in the single, and he's now coming back in the super final. So pretty impressive stuff. He's taken down Jentel Kers 4 times in the last 2 events, which is just obscene to be able to do that. The guy is a machine.
Exactly. I mean, at least Bosson isn't running.
Tactic from
Bosson. He always likes to start opposite of the other people. Actually, I liked to do that as well.
It's not much wind on the beach, though.
No, this is true.
Interesting.
Maybe a bit tricky.
Very interesting tactic from Bosson. But he knows what he's doing. He's won it plenty of times before. He's won plenty of eliminations. He's how many world titles? 1 world title? One world title. He's been close a few times, though.
Yeah.
Right on the podiums most of the time.
Yeah.
So here we go. Leonard Neubauer coming in. Adrian Bosson heading out. Greece versus France in the battle to be leading the world rankings and to win Fuerteventura 2024. Spot Kulo from... there we go. I mean, he's got that move so dialed. It's always his opening move if things have gone to plan.
Exactly. Ooh.
Yeah, see, Bosson didn't plane on the way out.
No.
And it's advantage Leonard Neubauer. He's already got 1 move in, and it's a big scoring move. So that is kind of giving away a bit of
it's
ground to your opponent.
Both are gonna have a really good gust now.
Yeah. But again, he stole sort of 45 seconds from him.
Exactly.
A little bit wetter from
bit wetter.
From Leonard Neubauer. What did Future from, was it Bosson? I didn't see. Things happened exactly the same time.
I think he did a Kulo or he did a Kabi.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
one of the 2. No, he ducked before. So
okay.
Was not a punch.
Spot Kulo coming in at a 6.3.
Exactly. Yeah,
They look
watching.
nervous.
Yeah, they're more nervous than before their heat.
They
Come
look,
on.
They look. Oh, Jesus.
That was
I told you
brilliant
she
again.
looked nervous.
Yes.
He's on the edge.
Lovely. Yeah. I mean,
Flacker Ponch coming in at 5.8. I think the judges are still trying to work out what Bosson did.
Yeah, Kulo.
Wanted the Kulo. I think he wanted the double Kulo, but
Yeah, I did want the double Kulo. It's touch lighter than in the last heat, I would say, but
Burner.
Burner.
Solid from Bosson.
Yeah, almost a better start than the last heat for
Yeah.
Bosson. Air bob, that's what it is. Was a good air bob.
Air Bob, 5 points.
Yeah, I mean he can go big on the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one year he did a trip to here and he did some air cabbies in his clip. It was amazing.
A little bit of lighter wind and Leonard Neubauer, on a 5.2. I mean, that you cannot say anything, can you? You're like,
No.
he is playing around. He's probably the bigger rider.
Yeah.
And that will count with him as well.
Exactly. Reading the gust very well. I mean, Bosson was reading the gust pretty well as well because shove it spark.
Oh, just getting the clue stuck as he tried to go round. So it's still, I would say, at the moment in the early times of this heat, it's advantage Leonard Neubauer. He just doesn't miss, does he?
He
He doesn't miss.
Flaka
Ridiculous.
shaka, flaka punch. Well, he didn't do his double kulo yet, but that was the last heat as well. He
Yeah.
didn't get the double kulo in the beginning, but he
But his
doesn't
miss is just a perfect Kulo.
Yes. Exactly.
Pretty impressive stuff so far from the young Greek/German.
Yeah. From Naxos. I remember, I think 2018 or 17 he came to Bonaire, and that's when he was just learning flakas and stuff. And the technique you saw then already and how motivated he was like, damn, he's coming. He's going to be there quicker than we think.
Yeah, no, super impressive stuff.
Switch, burner, 360 with just a little bit of extra power.
Yeah.
He comes in, accelerates, reads that gust very, very well.
Yeah, the momentum is definitely with young Leonard Neubauer at the moment, going for his first ever Freestyle World title in 2024. Could it happen? Could it be the best start to the year for him? But that's much better from Bosson. Air funnel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be close still. I mean, Bosson didn't start as great, but start better. Oh. Nice, sick. Shaka 720. That's gonna be a nice score. Yeah, and then now Leonard, very smart, staying outside, goes upwind in the outside because he was quite far downwind already, and he's just gonna put him straight away in a good place. He's almost at 30 points. He's 29.9. We just saw in a second, so that's
29.9
Spaculo,
points.
Come on, sick
That was a
one. Now we're on.
beauty. That was a beauty, and Leonard saw that, no doubt about it, right in his face, just upwind of him, right in the eye line. So Adrian Bosson definitely still in this final.
It's gonna go down to the wire, I tell you now.
Yeah, the air funnel final coming in at 5.7 for Bosson. We're waiting for that spot Kulo to come in, but I'm sure it's going to be a big score. Had loads of pop on the Kulo.
Cabby.
Oh, that's big, Cabby.
Nice.
Solid from Leonard Neubauer. He's going to go over 30 points with 3 minutes left in this heat.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight. That was
Spot
6-5.
Kulo coming in at 6.5.
Yeah.
Puts him on to 21 points. Still missing a move.
On both sides.
On both sides, yes.
So it's
it's close. It's
It's
close.
close.
He still needs Leonard still needs some bigger moves if she's going to put this to bed. I don't think he is going to put it to bed super early because Adrian Bosson is not going to let him. Little bit wet. If he
That's
wants to win this, those little points are going to be the difference.
Exactly.
Neubauer on the outside. He's got a flacker punch, a flacker
He has only
shaka, and a shaka.
Oh, slow bonker.
Slow bonker.
He actually has a big diversity fine at the moment. He has 1.6 diversity fine because
that's
they're all
huge.
upwind power moves.
He's already on 31.9 points, though.
Yeah.
With he can definitely upgrade, but 1 minute 50 to go. There's not loads of time,
Oh,
and that's
that was beauty.
big shove it spot from Adrian Bosson.
It's
Grabs
super
the
close.
mast to get it round, and that was high, like I say,
Yeah.
almost like an air
Yeah.
spot with the shove it in.
It's going to be a very, very close heat, I think.
There we go. Adrian Bosson up to 31 points at the moment. What are we still waiting for drop in? Yeah, 31 points with the shove it spot scoring 5.4. It is all to play for. Just 0.9 in it. 1 minute 20 to go. Spot Kulo, and it's an absolute monster. That is what happened in that first single elimination final.
Exactly.
Bosson came through super strong towards the end. Leonard Neubauer needs to put down some big moves because Adrian Bosson's gone to 33.9 points. But here comes Leonard Neubauer.
He needs to do some other stuff on the way out. That's his main issue. He needs to do
Oh,
a Kulo,
Bosson's
and he
gone
will
down.
jump a lot, Leonard.
Bosson has gone down on the outside. 33.9 for Neubauer, for Bosson.
But Bosson in
Waiting
the
for a
lead at the
score.
moment.
Waiting for a score, and it isn't enough. Leonard Neubauer needs this move.
He needs a Kulo.
Needs this move.
That's enough. Because he's going to gain a lot with diversity. Fine.
But wait, on the inside, let's not take your eyes. 25 seconds left to go. Adrian Bosson to hopefully book his... Oh, and he's run out of pressure. He's run out of pressure. And at the moment, Leonard Neubauer has taken the lead with that last Kulo, 34.9 in the single elimination final. Adrian Bosson put down a Kulo in the dying seconds of the heat to win the heat. In the super final, it's Leonard Neubauer has put down a Kulo to take out Adrian Bosson and win Fuerteventura 2024. We'll have to wait for the official scores, but it does look to me that Leonard Neubauer has took out the win here in Fuerteventura for the opening Peterway freestyle event of the year and will be leading the world title race going into Silt. Wow.
That was a good heat.
Solid.
That really came back nicely, Bosson.
Let's have a look at the replays here. Spot Kulo to kick things off. He had that down all day, didn't he?
Yeah.
Not as clean as he's had.
Yeah, that airball was pretty good as well. That was exactly at the same time. Nice Kulo.
Kulo on the way in.
Yeah. That's amazing. We just heard that actually in the single elimination, the Kulo was the difference on the way out.
No, that's what I just said before.
Yeah.
Like in the last seconds of the other heat,
Exactly.
the Kulo, and then he beat him with the Kulo here.
This spot Kulo on the way out was absolutely amazing. Nice Gabi. Yeah, Leonard, you know, I think if he looks this back, he should take in account a little bit the diversity, but he made because he let it come very, very close.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he
yeah.
has counting a 1.6 diversity fine.
The mad thing is, it literally has come down to that last move. You know,
Yeah.
madly enough, it's the same move. But if they don't land it, that's it. Done.
Exactly.
Done.
Then he would have looked at it and went like,
Yeah.
hit his head against the wall. like.
Absolutely mad.
Yeah.
Great to have that final finish like that, though.
Amazing, amazing, you know.
And I think even Adrian said in the single, like, this guy has just been on another level right now. You know, in the warm-up, everyone's been seeing him push through the heats. He's been the only guy to go above 40 points. So, you know, you've got to say he deserved it. But in that single elimination, Bosson definitely deserved it. It was super close, and it pushed him right the way to the wire. So I think Bosson is a new daddy. I'm sure he's been very busy. I know what that's like. So, you know, his preparation probably to this event probably has not been that much. So to get to second place against all the talent that is in the freestyle fleet right now is an amazing achievement anyway, let alone push Leonard Neubauer to a super final, you know, and lead in this event after the single. So a great performance from both riders in this.
Exactly. Let's see the reaction here from Leonard.
I mean, super. Just so good, man, to see stuff get down to that last move.
I mean, it were amazing heats as well. I loved this final more than the one before. I think the one before Bosson was a bit out of things. This was tight till the end.
This was perfect. This doesn't get much better than this. Again, came down to that last move.
Does he think he's still selling a heat or? Oh.
No, you never know. You know?
No, he
Gotta clean
picked
the
up
ocean.
a cap. He's gonna take his winner's cap. It's not a Red Bull cap, Leonard. Amazing though. Now he's gonna see it.
Yeah, he's got to be happy
Still
though.
happy.
I mean, there's no way. If you'd have said to him, right, I'm going to offer you second place in Fuerte before the event starts, you can take it or you can, you know, see what happens. You're going to take second, aren't you?
Yeah,
I think most people would take second. Maybe
He
this
didn't.
this
He
guy, I
wouldn't.
don't think he would. I
No.
don't think Yentl would.
No.
I don't think he would. I think most riders would take second. Even, you know, we know how good Bosson is,
Yeah.
but second is solid, man.
Back-to-back event wins for Leonard.
You look at how many ex-world champions are in this. You look at how many people are just tearing it up right now. There is no guarantees, no matter how good you are, that you can get through some heats and get to that position.
Amazing. Back-to-back event wins.
Good stuff, man. Greek boys are happy.
Of course, they should be. Greeks wonder kid. I mean, 13th in Pozo, first here.
Back-to-back wins on the Freestyle Speedway Tour. You know, winner in Silt, which was a
Exactly.
big one. I mean,
Exactly.
a real big one. And then winning Fuerte, that's one of the biggest, isn't it? That's the
Yes.
biggest. That's kind of the who keeper of the freestyle. But let's go down to the beach and let's have a word with the new World Rankings leader and event winner here in Fuerteventura 2024, Leonard Neubauer.
Lena, you're leading the world rankings. How does that sound?
That sounds like it's not even possible. No, I enjoyed all of my heats I had today. Very strong opponents. Very good gear choice by my friend Takuma. He helped me a lot. And I don't know how I feel yet. I think it's gonna settle in slowly. Now it just feels like I won a heat. But also congrats, of course, to Adrian and Yentl. They've been killing it all week. And I don't know what else to say.
That's back-to-back wins now. Is this the new generation of freestylers?
I mean, yeah, I hope I can get this rhythm going for the next events or years or whatever is to still come. And yeah, maybe I'm even tearing up a little bit. No, I'm very happy.
You had to take it twice to Adrian. The second time was so much closer. Did you know how close it was?
I just heard it was within 1 point. I had a better first heat, I am aware of that. But the conditions were quite challenging on the second one. I ended up very downwind quite early on the heat. And managed to kind of stay there. I felt like it was a little more windy the further offshore I went. So I think that was a good choice too. And yeah, overall I had fun. I was very relaxed and I really enjoyed this heat.
How long have you been watching Fuerte and how long has this been a dream?
I mean, I've been watching this event since 2015, 16 or something. I've been watching it live, kind of when I starting freestyle, and then obviously I was seeing Adrian, Gojito, Yentl starting off then, Amado, and Steven, all these guys that I'm competing against now. I was watching when I was younger, so being here and winning this event is like, it's insane.
What do you think gave you the edge in this competition?
I think just staying relaxed and trusting that my training was enough and enjoying every heat and not worrying too much about winning or losing. I was here to have fun and I think I managed to do that. And of course that comes with maybe winning.
Well, huge congratulations.
Oh
There you go. That's what it's like.
I don't
So
know if I
we're-
want to be carried by balls.
I was
though.
going to say I'll be slightly worried. We don't need to break his shoulder. But really good interview there. Really interesting to see. Like I said, he's an old head on young shoulders. Really great to see Leonard Neubauer take the win here. How do you feel, though? Because when did you win your world title?
15.
15, yeah. So he
2015.
started watching freestyle when you just won your, and you're not that old.
No,
you know
I'm
what I mean?
32, so I'm not that old even yet.
So it's mad that's when he's, maybe you were the motivation, Dieter. Him
Who knows?
seeing you win that world title has put you there. But that is how the event has finished, and that is how the world rankings are looking right now. Leonard Neubauer on the top of the tree from Greece. I'm sure there's a lot of proud Greeks out there watching over in Naxos. I'm sure Naxos is going crazy.
Yes,
we
and I
got.
bet the mother is going crazy as well.
Yeah, I'm sure. No doubt about it. We're going to see the podiums there. We'll be coming back to that world rankings in a bit. But Micah Hovman takes third place on the podium. And this is their world title race because there's no women freestyle in silt. So this is their world championship. And this is how the standings will look. So Micah Hovman in third place in the world in 2024. Oda Johanna, she was third last year, Micah second. So you could say what that was her goal this year, finish second. And you could see it in the heat against Sarah. She achieved her goal of second, and then it all sort of kind of...
And the wind dropped a little bit in that heat as well. And hard to motivate maybe 100%, a little bit.
But
I think in the interview she said since 2015 she's been dreaming of this. So I think since 2015, Micah always just had the edge.
Yeah. So she has never been second?
She has been.
Okay.
I think in 2015 she was.
Okay, before Micah.
Yeah.
But here we go. That's the queen of freestyle right there. 15 times world champion in freestyle. Insane stat.
Yeah.
That's never going to be beaten, surely.
15 times?
15.
No, I mean, Goito was the closest. He's at 9. Would have been nice if he had a 10th one. No?
I was thinking that.
Maybe he's fired up again.
You never know. You never know. He's definitely still got skills. He just needs a little bit more time.
Yes.
It looked like you could see those glimpses of the old Goito.
Yeah.
Just needs a bit of time.
Well, maybe this is really motivating him again, and he put some time on the fin again instead of on the foil.
Who's going to beat her, though? Who's going to beat Sarah Kita? Like, how are they going to beat her? I mean, she's
very hard to beat. But on the other side, I think it will become a mental thing. So if both Oda and Micah really believe in themselves, really push themselves to the best heat they can, then at some point they will win a time. And like, how close was it in the single,
Yeah. Could different conditions make a difference?
Definitely. It would be hard, though. I think it is finding that momentum and really...
There we go. That's the top three.
Exactly. Let them enjoy this moment quickly. I mean, it's absolutely
she is
amazing.
definitely an icon for women's windsurfing, 100%. Don't do a Yentl.
No,
Don't do a Yentl.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, we've obviously got the men. And this is not the world title. This is just Fuerteventura, but this is how the world rankings are looking now, because 2 events on the Pilue Tour this year for the freestyle men, second event being Silt, and this is the opening event of their tour. Obviously, it's the European Pro Tour as well.
Yep.
This is the World Championship, though. 2 events this year. So, third place, Jensel Kers. Most people will be stoked with third. You know he wants more.
Of course, he wants more, but still,
still
being
happy
on
to be
the
on
podium
third.
again, it's pretty good as well.
Yeah.
I think, they're the best 3 freestylers in the world at the moment.
Bosson always impresses me, though.
He's so consistent.
Like I said, he is always impressive. Every time you count him out, he just delivers. Delivers.
He
So
really always
consistent.
gets the best out of himself.
Yeah.
Like,
there we go. Leonard Neubauer, like I said, before this competition was held, a lot of talk of this kid. We've seen him in the warm-up. We've seen him training in Pozo, doing shifty forwards and all sorts of doubles. He nailed his double towards the end. He is pushing so hard right now, but it's pretty bonkers. Very impressive to see him come back in that double elimination as well. That's some pretty big heats. Taking down Yentl and taking out Bosson twice.
Yes.
I mean, that's when you deserve a win.
exactly. I mean, and that's the nice thing of the double elimination as well, that you get that second chance.
Yeah.
So.
100%.
And I mean, the wind just held on just long enough.
Literally, didn't it?
Because it's pretty much 6 o'clock, so you know it's going to drop
Yeah.
down, and literally just gave us enough wind. I think tomorrow they don't give much wind on the forecast. Maybe they have enough for a super session.
Yeah.
But all in all, in 4 days, they've bashed it out pretty
Perfect
good.
timing. I mean, I think for me, it's impressive to see that do that on a 5-2. If I mentioned 5-2 to nearly any other freestyle competitor, they would look at me like, I'm not so sure about 5-2. You know, because it's that next size up which they like. A lot of them don't particularly like the 4-8. The 4-4 is like the magic size.
Yeah, that's the golden size.
So there we go. That is the world rankings and the event result here. So Anton Albert, Nicholas Agajan, Amado Vrieswijk, Steven van Brockhoven, all equal ninth. I mean, we got 2 world champs in that 9th place. Then we got Anthony Runes, Jacopo Testa in 7th. European champ, Jacopo Testa, world champ? No, second.
No, vice world champion against
vice
Adrian
world champion.
was super close.
Got Joop Smits in 6th place. Sam Esteve with his best result here in 30 in 5th.
Yep.
Bals Muller with his best ever result on the Freestyle World Tour in 4th place. Yentel Kers, obviously Freestyle World Champion. Adrian Bosson, Freestyle World Champion previous. And then obviously Leonard Neubauer, which
future
maybe future World Champion. I mean, be hard to bet against him.
I can say it. He's going to be future world champion.
Yeah.
Whether it's this year, we don't know.
Yeah.
But it's a step
At
in
some
the right
point.
direction.
At some point, that is for sure.
It's the first step in the right direction.
Yeah. Well, it's 50%.
I think last year here he was only 6th, and that kind of put him on the back foot.
Yeah.
So
It's a difficult event. You just look at that double elimination. Did you see the draw?
Yeah.
Just insane. You're looking at Van Brockhoven fighting their way at the bottom, Goito, Kiri, and all these boys,
And
plus the... It
with
was
a 32-man fleet, as soon as you're that second round in the double, it's like crazy.
They're all names that have done near podiums or podiums before. Like it's really difficult to see any way through.
Exactly.
It's like, wow. And no one really had a proper run.
No, actually, everyone who was in 9th almost stayed in 9th or got 13th.
They got a couple of heats.
Everyone who was in the top 8 stayed in the top 8. So, it was...
That was good. I think it's been a superb competition, actually. I've watched some superb heats. I mean, the live stream, the boys have delivered, definitely.
Yes.
Seen some of the craziest stuff on this show. We did lose a drone.
We
with
lost
some
one
close
draw.
flyers.
I mean, there's some exciting stuff coming up for the slalom racing as well. So I'm looking forward to see that as well. There's 5 days of coming up.
Okay, so... Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the freestyle. I mean, so good to see. Like I said, I think freestyle for me goes through waves, but this competition in particular has just had a lot of drama, a lot of late wins, like the last move of the heat on the buzzer, like Antoine Albert. Let's pick out a few. Antoine Albert taking out Goito. Was it Goito? Yeah, Antoine Albert taking out Goito. We had Anthony Runes taking down Amado Vrieswijk.
Yeah.
This was just
an amazing heat.
crazy.
I mean, I looked at the scores. I didn't look at all the heats because I was finally sailing again.
Oh, okay.
And,
you missed it, but it was huge yesterday. Some really amazing performances. We are hearing, obviously, that's it for the sort of double elimination and the actual event. But there is talk. If we get wind tomorrow, we could have that super session, that expression session, whatever they decide on what format. I don't actually know, but we saw that no-handed culo from Sarah Kita in that show last year. We also saw some cool stuff actually.
Yeah,
Yentel
balls
was
on the
going
foil
off,
and everything,
balls
and
on the foil.
it was amazing. It was quite fun as well. So hopefully we get some wind. Everyone can get out together, get a few more shots, and all in all, it's been an amazing 4 days. Your voice is gonna get some rest.
I was about to say, don't forget, we've got the slalom coming up. We've got Slalom X. We've got Slalom Foil. We've got plenty of wind forecast for the end of the week. I don't know which order it's going to be in, but it's definitely going to go down. So stay tuned to that. But that's it for today. Day 4, we have a result. We have Leonard Neubauer leading the world title race and the winner of Fuerteventura 2024. Sarah Kita Offringa, world champion in 2024 and winning here in Fuerte. That is it. We're going to leave you with some closing slow-mos and join us tomorrow for maybe the expression session.